Hey guys. And he was kind of beating all around the bush, and he said the reason was because really the person he has back home is his findom, and that she finally, and I was like, what? That's a thing?
But there's applying it, and then there's the actual action.
Right.
Like when you discipline a child. You tell
Keep going. And then when we do it, you gotta say, scissor me, daddy, like that, all right?
No, you know.
This is not the fucking thing to do. Like,
They think that's normal.
I got you, like, buddy.
Can't help her. Minutes later, I see a pizza slide under my door. No contact. Like, I'm good.
You see the pizza slide under the door with the hands, and your fucking hand slam down on top of it and grab it.
We have an initial physical type of what we like to see initially, because our eye is always drawn to something. I can see a tall guy, big and broad shoulders, and I'm like, ooh, nice. But if he talks to me, and I'm gonna be like, maybe not. Okay, so Mike, until we get the rest of the guys in, do you want to start with your first question for us ladies? First of all, are you drinking a Capri Sun?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. First things first, what is happening?
What's going on, everybody? I'm one of the hosts, Mike Hennessy. I'm joined by Basic. And we're done. No, I'm playing. Welcome to We Got Questions podcast. I said that quick as shit.
Why are you rushing yourself?
I see your face just changing little by little. Like, hey, yo, what's up with you, bro?
Hey.
Hey, look, we here. But welcome to the We Got Questions podcast. After a nice Eagles Monday, Sunday, I'm sorry. Winning the Super Bowl over here in Philadelphia, it's a big major thing, and it's a hell of an accomplishment. So I'm happy for them boys, and they really put that work in. So I'm super duper happy for that. It
was a game.
It was interesting. It was definitely interesting. So yeah, but how everything going with you today, Basic? You good? You straight?
It was the Mondayest Monday ever.
The Monday. What's up, y'all? The comments already here. Chris, what's up, Chris?
And I mean that.
Thank y'all for getting that invite.
Work.
Yo, dude, what's up, Kat? What up, brother?
Work was really Mondaying for me. Yeah. Other than that, like outside of work, the day was good. It was just a very Monday-y kind of day.
It was a Monday-y. I don't even know what that means. It sounds fun though. But y'all get ready to start getting people in them houses. This is I'm sorry, apartments or whatever one of you do. I think it's houses, right?
Yes. So
okay.
I deal specifically with closing loans on new builds, so new construction.
Facts.
Yeah. That's my specific expertise.
All right. I got you. All right. Well, people get ready to start getting them income taxes and stuff like that. So you're going to be working. You're going to be working. So listen, we got a nice panel today. It's going to be a nice, fun topic. Everybody that's watching, tonight's topic is what women want to know.
Yes.
Last week, it was the men that was asking the women the questions. It's pretty dope. A lot of the women had great insight on stuff, and it was a good conversation. Now, Basic got set in the fire with a bunch of the men. I'm just waiting for them to get their camera situation ready.
Right.
Needed and legendary shit. I need y'all, go get your camera situation. But we do got one ready to go and roll right now. I'm gonna bring him up here. He's been on here before. Pod is live.
Welcome,
yes, we are. What up, Posy? We got my man Con-Man. Let me take that down for everybody to see. Founder of Tapping No Capping. We get all your nerd and blurred entertainment and tournaments that I'm about to win. They take the trophy home. I'm in the finals. I can talk about trash a little bit. I'm in the finals. That's what happens when you're in the finals.
She watching too, so you don't poke the bear.
Yeah, I poke. Listen, the last time I said I was poking bears. Nope. The last time a bear got poked, he ate that motherfucker. So, just saying. I'm just saying. I'm the bear. What did Mystical say? Sorry,
Mystical. Yeah. You see me find the bear? Help the
bear.
I'll just pick it. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Is this it right here? Hey, you know, Google me. Google May.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what up, Google May? How are you?
Giggle, not Google.
Giggle? Google. Oh shit, I said Google. Yeah, Giggle. What's up? My nigga cat. That's this is my guy. What's up, Bray? What up with you, man? All my peoples showing up to show out for us. But uh-oh.
Right?
What up? Hey, you know, so you know I'm here. Hey, I got you. You know. It's about to be a fun classic. That's all I know. But anyway, like I said, what's going on, Posy? Feeling amazing, feeling great. Yeah. See, Basic is just as happy as we are, you know. Like Basic is, you know, she don't watch football like that, but you know, she just root for the team. No. I said you don't watch it like that. It's not like you faithful to it every Sunday.
Why?
Oh, I know. Right?
It put a hand up like, no, this is what I do.
Because
like,
I think people naturally assume that I don't like when it comes to like sports. I don't. Not only do I, yes, I don't have a team. I'm not like invested in that way, but I do watch and I do understand. I'm not clueless.
That, you know what's funny? That lets me know that you watch it, but you was still in the process of learning it. Because she'd be like, and I understand it. Like,
no, because people think if you're watching it that you don't know what's going on, but I do. I know what's going on.
I got you.
I'm not clueless.
Listen, I got you. You know, we here with it.
I just don't have a team.
I got you. All right, so we do have another one.
Or
Seneca. What up, Seneca? How are you, German Chocolate?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
She's based in
You
Atlanta.
Just go with your home team?
No.
authentic answers from Basic. Like, hey, no games played. What's up, Nat? How are you? All right, I'm gonna bring my guy Practice Needed up to the stage. What's up, boy? Listen, if you're using your phone or whatever, you can turn it to the side if you want.
You know, you jersey.
You gotta unmute. You gotta unmute, brother.
I knew that.
no. Do your thing. I think he's working with his stream right now. He's probably live on Twitch right now. I actually just seen it, so he live on Twitch at the same time. You know, we're gonna help promote everybody's shit today. So, what up, Tyan? What up? Welcome in. All right, so all the ladies had asked questions. We do have a couple of different questions from the ladies that I've gathered for myself. If y'all have any other questions, please, like Natty, if you got questions that you want us to answer, message me personally.
Welcome,
Yo, Tone, nigga, where you at? You over here? You're in the comments. What the fuck? He's gonna be here. Yo, you're here. He's gonna be here. All right, I'm messing. What up, bro? But you know, my guy Shane here. All right, cool. Yeah, we got our guy. All right, Shane, what up, bro?
Good.
All right, man. What's going on with you, Shane? This is Practice Needed kind. You know, everybody's my guys right here, y'all. So, you know. All right, so like I said, is if any ladies out, if y'all have any questions that y'all want us to answer, whether it's you, Melzer, Melzer, right? Did I say it right the first time? I want to make sure I say her name right. Comment.
Oh,
Millers.
I know what you was talking about, brother.
I don't know. That's why I don't know how to pronounce the name. I gotta. Yeah.
Sir. I was like, is that a medicine? What's that?
I don't know. All right, so if y'all have any questions or something, either message me personally or you know, y'all can type it in the comments. Fuck it, type it in the comments because I wanted to make it more anonymous than anything. I wanted to let it know who it's coming from. So, but all right, so let's go ahead and get it started. So, oh man, we got our last guy. See, a full house. What up, Tom?
You.
What's good, bro?
What up?
What's going on with
fellas? What's up, Basic?
What's up with it?
Hello.
So, because all of us is in here like this, I probably changed the panel around a little bit. Basic, would you want us to do like this, like a big screen thing where we over here and you ask us these questions?
No, the
right,
focus should definitely not be on me.
It ain't on you. You're asking us the questions, so we can I can kind of mess around with it and panel it out a little bit. But if y'all like it better like this, we could do this. That's fine. Man.
No, this is good. I like it like this. You get to see everybody equally. It's cool.
Cool.
I actually like the other way, but you know,
the jumbo screen.
I don't know. It looked because all the shapes were equal. Like everybody.
We good now though. Everybody good in this. I think this one is really good.
It's up to you. It's up to you.
No. Come on. Let's get it. Basically.
All right,
You lead.
gentlemen.
Yes,
So,
yes.
just to give everybody like a little brief, Mike has already said it, but of course, this is going to be questions that women have for men. What we want to know, we're picking your brain. All I ask is that you guys answer honestly, no holding back, no like cookie cutter answers. I
Oh
want
shit.
real blunt answers, okay?
This
Because
boy
this is
right
what we
here.
do. Like, this is what we do. I want it to be real. I want it to be honest. I don't want y'all to hold back, okay?
This boy at the bottom of the screen right here, already ready. He looked up like, oh, you
Okay.
said be honest,
So
huh?
I'm gonna start with the questions that we
You
got
thought that
for
was about to happen? Okay. Okay.
All right. I gotta send this to the group. Go ahead. So basic, you kick it off. How you wanted to who
Okay,
you
so
want to go
I
first?
have some questions from some ladies that Mike had collected for me. First, I'll ask those before I get to any of mine. The first question is, how important is mental health to you?
Who you want to answer first? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Coming, you want to go? We'll go around like this first time.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want me to answer first?
No. Oh, I forgot. You're inverted.
Oh, I'm inverted. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
We'll let Coming go first.
You want me to go first? Okay.
Yes.
Now, are you talking about like for me personally or in a relationship?
Either way, like just in general, how important is mental health to you? Is it a priority to you?
For sure. I feel like it's a cliche thing to say nowadays because like it's like a fad now to talk about, you know, mental health and getting therapy and all that other stuff. But as cliche as it sounds, like it's the number one important thing. You know what I mean? It's you know, of course, for men, our number one priority is always going to be security. You know what I'm saying? But if we're talking about like relationships, the security you get, the emotional security, the mental security that you could have, that's the most important thing in order for you to be successful, because it's hard to go out and do the things to secure the bag when your mind and your emotions is every which way. So if you can't build a foundation, a home, a partnership that is founded and rooted within mental, you know what I mean, like mental security, you know what I'm saying, or emotional security, then it's all gonna crumble. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's number one priority for me.
Okay. Practice needed. How about you?
Mental health is extremely important to me. For me, I can't do anything if my mental ain't right. I can't lead you right. I can like mental health. It takes a great precedence. I ain't going to work if my mental ain't right. It's too many variables for me to be out here unstable. And also being a black man, there's no room to be out in the streets unstable. So mental health is a top priority for me. And then when it comes to my partner, I don't need you taking me off of my square, because I'm trying to show you what I envision, and we take it where we're going. But you know, it all has to mesh together.
Legendary Shane.
Yeah, I feel the same way they feel and everything. When it comes to the mental health situation, you know, me being who I am, I'm able to basically find my calm area where I prefer people around me in my inner circle, people I associate myself with, to be in their best mind ever. So I like to be that backbone to help them stabilize their situation. So, you know, when I have my mental breakdowns or whatnot, I know how to get myself back out of it. I find joy out of a lot of things. And most of the time I get in it just for a short period of time. So a significant other, a close friend, associate, someone I'm working with on a day-to-day basis, whoever I interact with on a regular basis, I prefer they mental health to be intact, because the safety of everything. So, you know, I feel like I'm responsible for you whenever you're in my atmosphere, for you to go home to your kids, your wife, your significant other, your family, the same way that I met you, are in a better condition than that. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. You know, I don't want you walking around as a lost vessel. I want that vessel to have a lot of learning room in it, and be able to, you know, move on in the present. So I want you to be the best person you can be around me and for the people that you're going to. So if I can pull that positivity out of me into you to cure whatever amount of mental problem that you have, make it a positive mental instead of that negative mental. That's the best thing for me.
Okay.
I respect
Tone.
that.
Okay. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
All right. My mental health is everything. I know all too well how you can convince yourself that you're okay.
Mm,
And you will know, especially as a dude, you'll go through every damn day, like in days, weeks, months, years along, and really convince yourself that you're okay. And it wasn't until I really hit that corner where I felt like my body was even attacking me back
damn.
that
Mm.
I went to actually go seek help to go and see what the hell was going on with me too. And I had to go and find out that I had started like they said I started leaning towards anxiety. And I was like, man, all of this stuff didn't start happening until I got divorced. So
Yeah.
me, I felt fine in my divorce. I was like, oh yeah, we didn't really want to be with each other anyways. I'm like, cool, feel good. But mentally, I was going through stuff that I didn't even know I was going through. But even being in a proper mental state for my sons, because now I'm sitting there and I'm trying to teach two young black kids emotional intelligence. And I'm sitting there pretending that I'm okay, so I'm not even accepting my own shit. So I had to go and I went and started even going to therapy, which I done did for a year and a half. And
Wow.
I still go now,
Mm-hmm.
just just for my own comfortability. So mental health is everything, especially when you're dealing with a partner. Like I can't remember who said it, but if that's supposed to be the person that's supposed to keep me on my square, I don't need you being the person putting my patience to practice every damn turn we get. Like you're supposed to be my peace, and I'm supposed to
Right.
be your
Yeah,
peace, vice versa. So I don't
right,
need you
right.
like if we already got to go out in the world and deal with all the bullshit we got to deal with walking outside every day. I'm supposed to come home and just be like, woosah. Like I just want to relax soon as I walk in the damn door. And don't nobody talk about that enough too. Like I just want to come home and chill. And sometimes it's a good communication is knowing when right now ain't the best time to talk.
Yeah.
And people don't get that too, especially when you're dealing with dudes. Like, and most dudes know this. I feel like 95% of dudes is like, yo, sometimes I just want to be left alone. Like, just leave me alone. Give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I got you. I love you. This ain't got nothing to do with you. It's just been a day.
Okay.
Mm.
Mike.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Speak, speak,
No, I
speak.
just wanted to capitalize off of that, but I forgot Mike was also answering.
Hey,
I'm so
don't
used
worry
to
about
dealing
my.
with him as the host. Like I was like, oh yeah, he's also a
Yo,
man.
Mike, what's
Yeah.
going on, brother? Okay. So I'm gonna say this real quick and let comment. You remember what you're gonna say, right? You'll be fine. Remember what you're gonna say. Okay. Um, so mental health obviously is everything for me. I'm actually um putting the work in, I guess, just kind of like really make sure that I'm on top of myself for certain things. Like I feel like, oh, I got you, brother. I got you. I know that's what I'm saying. I know what you are when I looked at the picture. But I felt like it's like it's a constant learning curve. It's a constant always going through the motions, the changes, and really identifying things when it's happening and living in the moments because of what I didn't pay attention to in the past. I had to
Mm-hmm.
come and see this reality now. So it was like instead of me um not asking the right questions and not wanting to know stuff, I started figuring more stuff out, started talking more. I did therapy last year. I started trying to learn things about myself and how to pause myself and how to really sit back and pay attention to what somebody else is thinking and what somebody else is feeling, speaking up and really like not honing in and not putting like not gathering up everything and holding on to it or not,
Mm-hmm.
running from everything, like I'm actually trying to learn how to like place it back in position and say, okay, step back from this to give both of us a chance to come back and look at it a different way as opposed to like, yo, I don't like this shit. I can feel these pressures. I'm getting away from it.
Right.
Like, and then there's also the, the chronic anxiety I have for years. I don't know if it's there. I don't know if it's gone, but I feel sometimes where I have pressures on me where I can feel it kick in, and it's a familiar feeling. But because it's a familiar feeling, I immediately know what to do with it. Immediately, it's almost like when you've experienced somebody do a move in basketball before, you can see it coming. It's like, oh, I see it. now I know what to do with it. So, you know, I'm more or less, I'm playing a lot more defense in my life mentally, really preparing myself. I just read the All About Love book. I'm actually just reading I'm on like chapter, I don't know if it's chapter, but I'm like deep into this book, We Real Cool, that Marcus told me about. And it's really helping me out a lot with that one. I'm actually shutting the fuck up as people talking. Like, I kind of let you talk yourself into a hole now. I'm like, oh, because I don't see the point of arguing with you no more. Because I'm like, I'm not going to, it's the battle that I cannot win, because I could display toxic masculinity by doing that. I could start displaying things by me trying to force my opinion on you. So it's like a lot of the times it's just stuff that I'm just really paying attention to and really focused on and really going in about, because I feel like is work that be done. I had to learn that I'm an empath, that I actually have a lot of sensitivity in me when it comes towards people. That's probably why, like, you know, how some people can't describe why you care about people a certain way. That is it. So that really plays a big factor. So yeah, you know, work is work. Sarita, what's going on? Oh shit, Toys is back.
Hey, Toys.
What's going on, Toys? How are you?
Comment, did you want to go back? Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. Were you done? I'm sorry.
Go Eagles.
Comment, you want to circle back to your thought?
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot to unpack. Because I love what Tone said and I love what Mike said, and it's like, damn, how do I address how I relate to this on so many different levels? I want to just say that for women who are trying to understand men's mental health, I heard this on the internet, but also like just in this conversation, like I think this statement just holds really true. A safe space for women is not necessarily a safe space for men. You know what I'm saying? Like when women are trying to hound in and be like, let's talk, let's do this, la da 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 da. And you like, bro, like what Mike just said, you know what I mean? Or Tone said, like when you are trying to like get away because you don't want to display toxic masculinity, you know what I'm saying? I know for men, and I don't know where everybody's background from. I'm from Oakland, you know what I mean? Also, though, go Philly, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm wearing the green brim, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, past all that. Past all that, like if you come from like a tough environment, some of our instincts to address issues is not how the world is going to be receptive towards us. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, I'm the type of person like I'm like, yo, let's address the issue right now. But the way that I address it may not be the way that you can receive it. So if I'm in an emotional space, I get away until I can address you the way that you can hear it. Because if I communicate with you the way I'm used to communicating, you're not going to hear me. But also, that's also imprisoning myself, because it's like for men, we not allowed to just be emotional in spaces. You know what I'm saying? Rather that be in our home dealing with children. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about Basic and Mike. Y'all know about that situation where I told y'all about my cousin and the stealing from me and shit like that. I stopped talking to her for like a whole month and I raised her. And everybody was like, you out of pocket for that. You can't do that. She a young lady. You can't just ignore her. But I'm like, okay, so what's the latter? Because if I would have got at her the moment I was when I wanted,
then you would have been in the shit too.
I would have been in jail. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, doing if I do, doing if I don't. You know what I'm saying? Even in relationships, I just became a gamer randomly, just recently because the homies wanted me to do it. But I never understood gaming because, again, coming from the environment that I come from, poverty and shit, I ain't got time to game. But now I get it, nigga, because niggas use that as escapism. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to. I want this little man cave, this little space to just block out the world, because this is the only like meditation time I really get. You feel what I'm saying? Like, put on my headphones. I want to hear shit. Leave me the fuck alone and just let me do me. You feel me? Because when you are in the world and you want to like be your best self, and everybody as a man just needs from you, is taken from you, you provide and you doing this, it's like, damn, like you depleted. So it's like, at what time do you have for yourself to like actually do the work and breathe a little bit? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I just wanted to say I agree with Mike and Tone and everybody else. So yeah.
No, I appreciate that. I feel like that's something that I've had to learn as a woman, like in a relationship. But just because I want to talk about something right now does not mean he's ready to talk. You know what I mean? And to respect that space, because we all have our time when we're ready. And we have to be able to be like, I can, as long as we're not shutting it out and never addressing it, I have to be able to understand what your process is and respect that. Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
And I want to say, we also love that y'all want to help us.
Yeah.
We love that. Like as soon as y'all see something is wrong with us, y'all just like, hey baby, what's wrong? Can I help? What can I do? We love it.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like with certain people, you got to learn that, okay, him, I can do that too. Him, I can't do that too. Which I think is the problem too. Like we get used to dealing with one person and then trying to deal with the next person is like, now, okay, I approach it like this with them, but this person really need their 10 minutes when they walk in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
like he was saying, too, he's going finish up real quick, but yeah, that little part about he's been having the freedom to feel like you could game.
What up, Sonny?
That's different, bro. Like I didn't even understand the escape of gaming until I got older, and I said, "Oh, this is why y'all."
This is why the motherfuckers play games, right? Hey,
I wish I would have found this shit earlier.
Listen, you can ask the next question, basic, but I gotta throw this in there. And I'm with him with this. Like, I love when women help. Like, yo, that's the best thing in the world. The one thing I will never turn away, like, if you want to lick my nuts, go ahead and do it. I'm here for it. Like, yo, that shit will make me happy. I'll be like, oh shit, like,
Hey, can I say something before y'all go to the next?
Hey, Mike, I'm glad you're the first one that says something like that.
All right. So Tone said something earlier about when he went through a divorce and everything. Like when I went through my divorce, that what got me to the mindset I'm in now. So me going through that divorce, losing everything, like being told from the doctor that I wasn't even supposed to be here no more. My life's supposed to be over with. To getting home, my home packed up. The wife at the time moved on, started a whole nother relationship, left me in the hospital and everything. Like, yo, my mindset got like that. So, it was a period of time I didn't talk to nobody. I just didn't feel comfortable with talking to people about that situation. I tried counseling, the one-on-one counseling, it wasn't for me, but at the VA, they offer something, a group counseling. Like they do at the AA meetings and stuff like that.
Like
so
a bunch of people?
Group counseling. Yes.
Nice.
And it opened me up. It was a better situation, a better mindset. And listen to other people's problem, knowing my problem ain't as bad as theirs. That I'm over exaggerating because I got to put myself in their shoes. So that's why I look at a lot of things in life now and everybody else. When I move for me, the person in front of me, the person beside me. I move in the matter of thinking of how you may view me and how I may view you and how people around may view both of us interacting. So I move in that manner now because of that therapy session. One-on-one therapy was not for me, but that group therapy, it opened my mind up. Going in there, sitting in the counselor, asking the question, all us talking about it, and we all looking at each other like, maybe mine ain't that as bad as, as the next person. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about the situation and stuff like that. Because listen to some of those guys and girls problems, it was like, hey man, mine was just, a little simple. Maybe maybe I should have tried a little harder. Maybe I overdid it, or maybe I pushed that limit, or maybe they, it just opened me up for a lot more questions. That it was like, okay, let me just accept my fate and live for tomorrow. And that's all it was.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no, thank y'all for those answers. I want to piggyback off this though. My question is, how do you guys feel about being in relationships with a partner that is suffering with their own mental health issues? Is that something that you feel like is a case-by-case basis? How do you take it on? Is it case by case? Is it something that you're prepared for? Would you rather that your partner deal with their mental health stuff before? And what if it's a thing that it's like it's an ongoing thing, like your partner suffers with anxiety or depression, and you have to kind of like go through the flow with them? How do you guys feel about approaching that in relationships? And y'all give me 1 second. I gotta jump off camera for 1 second. But
Tone, give what's the name? Give practice needed that first. Give practice needed that first. Practice needed.
Okay, go ahead, practice.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we go to comment and Tone.
All right.
Hey, so you get no
Yeah.
That
example
shit ain't no
too.
joke, bro. That shit ain't no joke.
Take
It's
your,
not. So
need an example.
it's
Take your
definitely a
time,
case to
Pastor.
case basis. It's definitely a case to case basis.
Uh-huh.
I am equipped with the ability to help in some capacity. The thing is, a lot of people when they're dealing with what they're dealing with choose to shut down, and when they shut down, it's like I don't know what you may need help with. It's not always like something that you can see on the surface. So if I can't see it on the surface, what do we do next? It's really going to be case to case, and then how much of you putting off working on yourself can we deal with? So it's like, because like sometimes I don't want to do what I got to do right now. I understand, I respect that, but when it's my turn to do what I got to do, now I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna need that from my lady as well. If it could be something as simple as go to your therapy appointment, go outside, put your feet in on the ground. Like it depends on what's needed, and how honest you are with me about what you're going through. If you want my help, I say this to my partners and to my friends. Like, do you want my advice or do you just want me to listen? Because it really depends on how I can respond to it. And me being who I am, I want to solve the problem. I want to help you be the best person you could be, no matter what. But I got to meet you where you at. So it is absolutely a case by case situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Who did you want to go next, Mike?
Comment got it. And then so
I got some shit to say. So I got some shit to say. So like, if trigger warnings, real talk. I swear to God, trigger warning. If y'all not ready to hear what I don't know what the rest of these brothers gonna say, but if you ain't ready for what I'm about to say, hey, I'm warning y'all right now. So I'm pretty sure a lot of women are familiar with the red pill community, right? We know what they stand for. They you know what I mean, what they, all they shit. You feel me? As a man growing up, being raised by a single mother, by my grandmother majority. Also, I relate to you, Shane, because I'm also a veteran. I did go to therapy as well for anger issues. When you grow up like that, you have a certain sentiment for women. You know what I'm saying? Because when you raised by a woman, you have a special love for women. Also, I'm an older brother, majority younger sisters. So naturally, I want to protect women. Naturally, I want to listen, be the shoulder, whatever. However, you realize growing up as a man that those things become weaknesses. You become blind to the toxicity, to the error of women and how they can use you, even if they are in a mental battle. Like I said earlier, in the first thing I said, everything is always on the man, right? So like when we get into it, if she in a fucked up space, it's always, well, what are you doing to make me act like this? Because if you didn't do so and so, then I wouldn't be like this. You feel what I'm saying? And as a man, that's a lot to take on, because if you are already having your hella shit that you dealing with, past shit, current shit, her shit, and she dealing with shit, if she can't be accountable for her own shit, that's only gonna put you in a worse situation. You feel what I'm saying? And I'll go into detail. I was with an ex who, I don't know if you label her suicidal, but she used to self-harm. She used to cut herself. You feel what I'm saying? I was mentally fucked up because one of the things I pride myself as a man is I make the people I feel that be around me feel secure. So I'm like, if she's not secure, what the fuck am I doing wrong? I'm going to therapy with her. I'm leaving work because I'm like, yo, my girl just cut herself. I need to do whatever I need to do, all this other shit, to come find out I got cheated on. You feel what I'm saying? So then she was playing on my mentality to be there for her, to cover up for her guilt and everything else that she had going on. Why, mind you, I'm losing my confidence for somebody. I'm like, damn, I'm supposed to be there for this person the whole time. This nigga don't give a fuck about me.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And what the even more fucked up part about that is because I kept running towards her, because I kept on trying to protect her, because I'm trying to go to therapy and all this other shit. Woo, woo, woo. You know, my mama and my granny told me, they said, that's your fault. That's your fault that she did you like that, because you taught her that she can get away with murder. You taught her that she can do you a certain way and that you was always going to be there for her. So it taught her to, oh, I'm just going to abuse the situation. So when you ask like, oh man, like, you know, should you deal with somebody with mental issues? Yeah, as a like basic conversation, everybody has some sort of mental issues that they're dealing with. You feel what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
to his point, case by case scenario, because at the end of the day, when you become an adult, you have to prioritize yourself. You have to become more selfish. You have to get that I don't give a fuck. At some point, you have to have boundaries. I used to believe in unconditional love. Now, this shit gotta be conditional. Because if you don't love yourself first, you're gonna lose yourself. I
Yeah.
remember we had went to like a event, a concert, and she was, you feel me? I saw her flirting and shit. I said, oh yeah, I'm done. I did. She get in the car, she upset, she woo, 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 we driving. I'm just trying to drop her off. You feel me? She's like, oh, so you hate me? Boom, she tried to jump out the car on the freeway.
Oh,
After I
Yes.
grabbed her ass, mind you, I could have went to jail, whatever, because they like, oh, who's this black man with this other girl? The car swerving, the door open. I could have went to jail. You feel what I'm saying? And long after that situation happened, you know, she said to me, the reason why I was going to jump out the car is not because I was actually going to do it. I just knew if I did it, you would have stuck around to make sure I was okay.
Wow.
Oh Jesus.
That's
So
crazy.
you was the
So
crutch.
it's like when you deal with women like that, then you realize you got to see the red flags. And when people have too many mental health issues or claim to have mental health issues, because they might be covering up some other shit about their personality that may not be for you.
Yeah. True. Tone.
That was a lot, bro.
I told you. I
yeah.
told you. I gave awarded. I gave awarded.
That was a lot.
I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing.
I can't, I can't imagine going through some shit like that. The one thing I will say on that subject is, me personally, I need to know that you know that is something that you got some shit going on. Like, I don't need you to be fully healed. I don't need you to be all the way developed from it. I need you to at least understand that when I'm talking to you and I'm saying, hey, you're doing that again, that you're not looking at me like, nah, what are you talking about? Everything is fine. I'm not. No, all I need you to do is acknowledge that you know that I see that you're doing that thing again.
What's up,
Right.
Reggie?
And that's all I ever, because that's all I ever want from me too. Like, because nobody's perfect. So if I'm doing something, clearly, majority of the time we're not fully cognizant that we're doing certain stuff when we start doing it. If it's a bad habit. Like if you're, let's say if you're somebody I dealt with, somebody that was like hyper defensive. Like if every time I brought something up to you, it was, but I was doing that because I wasn't bringing this up to you to put blame on anything. I was just telling you what happened. I'm saying that this took place, something simple. Hey, this dish broke. I'm gonna clean it up. I just don't know how this dish broke. Well, I don't know how big. I'm not saying you broke the dish. I'm just saying that this dish broke, and I'm just so confused how this dish just came up broken out of nowhere.
Right.
So somebody that understands that when you get into that moment and you're like, hey, you're being defensive for no reason. I'm not saying that you did it. I'm just telling you what happened because you might have heard maybe you heard a crash in the distance. We both heard a crash, and we both came to the kitchen at the same time. I just need you to acknowledge that you have something going on. That's it. I don't need you healed. I don't need you going through therapy yet because I feel like I'm emotionally intelligent enough to at least get you and be with you throughout the process, at least through the start steps, and we can figure out together where we can possibly go with this. But
Mm.
I know for me personally, other people are different. Other dudes might be like, yeah, I don't even need all of that. Me, I need acknowledgement. I need you to know something is a little off. Something might be a little off, and we could go from there. But
Yeah.
just a little bit of accountability, and we good on that. I'm sorry, I can't because Tom got that shit.
Mike,
Okay.
did you want to add anything?
Yeah, Shane, you went right.
No, I
No,
was
I
no.
ain't go.
Nah, Shane didn't
I'll
go.
let Shane go last. I'll let you go last, Shane. I'll let you finish it out for us. Real quick before we go ahead and go further, my guy Joe says 18 years of marriage has provided a safe space no matter how uncomfortable the conversations can be. This only can occur when both parties are mature, but also love each other. Yeah. Yeah. Joe, I don't know if you was in here for comment story. That's the one. That's the one. So I felt like I've dated people with all types of different things. Um, I felt like I've been manipulated by a lot of people's things. So I'm with comment in a sense. Um, mm. All right, fuck it. So, um, my past person that was in my life, my child's person, or I'm trying to speak without speaking. There were things that exactly what comment used to say. She used to do the same thing. She would drink inside of a bathtub and had the lights out, like come in there and it's like you inside water drinking. How did Whitney Houston pass away? How did her daughter pass away? All the same exact way. And it's like I didn't know that was an actual thing that people will do. So in my mind, I'm thinking it's normal, but as I got older and now where I'm at kind of now, I was realizing like, oh, she might have been practicing suicide. She might have been thinking like that to do something to herself. Um, so it was just stuff that I paid attention to as I got older. As you know, where I'm at now, I've talked to people that have had their levels of anxiety. I have people that might have had something happen with men in the past that they didn't want you doing at all, or even having the potential of displaying. So it was almost like people always say, "Hey, I don't change," or "I'm not going to change for a relationship." Sometimes you make small ass changes because you're not realizing you're doing the best you can for the person. If you care enough about them, you will get rid of some things. You might have been a person who might passionately speak, but now I can't be as passionate as I usually am because my passion can look like I'm about to do something to you. So I have to now fall back and say, "Oh shit, am I yelling at somebody?" My child's mother yesterday, I literally said it in this tone. "Hey, we're got to be on our way home. Can you stop?" And I was like, "Yo, can you stop yelling at me?" And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, "What?" Even my daughter's sitting right there. She's like, "What are you talking about? You're not yelling." We had music playing, but it sounded like I was yelling to her. So it was like people, like to me, this is my personal opinion. Those are all some type of anxiety, some type of personal problems. They are all things that people have. So will I date someone who has these things? I will, but I'm not gonna lie. It's depending on what you actually are dealing with, your personal things. So like, if you're the type of person that might rage out every 5 seconds, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah.
I will tell you straight, I don't think I can handle that. I've had a person literally tell me like, yeah, I might, I have my anger issues. So chances are, if I'm pissed off and mad at you, I might tell you, you a bitch ass best and you blah, 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 you dick little, all this other stuff. I was like, yeah, I don't want my lady talking to me like that. Because you already told me, at least you told me what it was. Most people wouldn't even take it that far. They'd just be like, yeah, I'm just going to cut you out. But she actually told me how she would talk to me. This is years ago. I was like, yeah, I can't do it. Because I would hate to be talked to like that. I don't know if anybody would want a woman that would talk to them, or if you have, if you into men, you don't want the guy talking to you like that. You don't want anybody. I'm sorry, any person. It ain't just men and women. There's other people in this world, but it's like you don't want nobody talking to you like that. So I'm in the middle. I will say that I'm very, like you said, case by case.
Mm-hmm.
If you pull up and I pull up your resume and it's like, all right, she cool, she a little hyper. Oh, schizophrenia. That's when it's going to kick in, right? Because I don't know, Dr. Jackal, Mr. Hyde is a thing. So no, I don't know. I'm not trying to see Mr. Hyde. I want to see that motherfucker. You come out there and you stand there on top of me with a butter knife. We gotta go. We gotta go. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna end it on that one. Go ahead, Shane. You got it, brother.
Shane.
Yeah, I'm saying a lot. But looking at the situation, so dealing with another person that you're dealing with, like you have a title with significant other, lover, baby mama, stuff like that. I feel like that comes along with the situation because we're supposed to be each other peace and each other motivation and support system. So I feel like I'm obligated to do that when we're in that situation until it feels like the reputation of it is not given back at a period of time, or you're not learning from your mistake, or you're not trying to figure out. So you have to have that motive of putting forth the effort, and that goes along with the rest of them too. If I see you putting effort in, I don't feel obligated to other people. But if I don't see you putting the effort in, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be off the other way. I'm not gonna be there. I'll be in the background watching just in case you really get to that self destruction. But at the same time, I'm not gonna put all my effort in things to help you. I'm gonna put 10% in trying to help you see where you need to fix yourself at. Some people don't really understand because they block that part of their mind to where they can't pick up where it's at. But when it happens, it just happens and they just lose control of it. And some people just manipulate it like that. They're just it's just a false advertising for them. So they put it on, and I don't feel obligated to them. See, when you put a title on it, like lover and stuff like that, yes, I feel obligated, especially if we under the same roof. Now, if we in two separate households and we fresh at it, yeah, I'm still in that learning stage, and I still have the option to dip out on the situation before it even get too serious.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those, you know, the moment, the way the moment goes. The moment is, we ain't got no title. We, just somebody I just associated with. I don't feel obligated, but in my spirit, I need to try to help you see your path because a lot of people don't understand. Like I said the first time, they block it out. Uh, it's just a repeated thing that goes on. They're trying to avoid it, or they don't understand that everyone's not the same because they have witnesses from different people, but the same way because their mindset draws them to whatever type of person that they're drawn to, and not knowing, they're afraid to see anything new on the other side. They always try to stay in the neutral zone. They don't want that to old. They don't want that to new. They just want to stay with what they know instead of keeping that mindset of you got to learn something new every day. If not, you just stay in this void, this mindset, and your vessel is just not being able to fill itself up with the positivity that it needs.
Okay. Thank you guys. Before we move on to the next question, someone did ask me to ask everybody here for their age and their relationship status.
What you
If
niggas
you guys
doing?
don't mind answering.
You said every question. They here to answer everything.
Whoever wants to go first, you can.
39. No, 32 taken.
Okay. Mike?
39. Single.
Okay. Why? Tone?
36, very single.
Okay, not the very.
I ain't very single. I'm just single.
Very, very single.
Shane?
You like medium? You medium single?
Right. Intermediate single.
He said medium single.
Shane?
I'm 37. I got someone.
Okay. Shane, you said that kind of under your breath. You kind of hid your mouth and you said you got somebody. You mumbled a little bit.
I'm staying positive. I'm staying positive.
What's up, Barry?
Practice needed.
I'm 37 and I'm single.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for giving us that information. Our next question. We all know that people always say that it's hard for men to be vulnerable. Have you ever felt comfortable enough to allow a woman to see you at your most vulnerable state? without judgment, without feeling emasculated. You know, have you ever felt that safe with someone? And then also, the side part answer, if you've ever felt that safe, has that ever backfired on you? Like where you felt like you could be vulnerable with someone and then it was turned on you.
that was a remix right there. Yeah. I'm about to say the first part, yeah. Of course.
I
I'll
was
start
gonna
it
say,
off.
'cause-
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
Mike.
Tom. No, go ahead, Tom.
Nah, 'cause I say that's all one big ass question. You can put that shit together. So
Yeah.
usually with most dudes, we felt that way at one point. And
Okay.
then that first woman that fucked that up messed it up for every woman that came after that. Don't get me wrong, it ain't the most logical thing in the world. But you talking about people who already ain't emotional in the first place, stereotypically.
Yeah.
And especially being black men. Already we just like on shutdown in the first place. But we finally do open up to that one person and they fuck us over. We don't feel comfortable opening up to anybody. Like it takes work.
So
It
then it just
takes
shuts it
real
down
true
completely.
work. Yeah, so you like because number one, it's already hard enough. You already got to convince yourself to open up to somebody. Because you're just like I've been like you've been especially like you like Kyle was talking about a little bit earlier. Like you grow up, you get in them streets early, like you start getting cold. Like so you're already kind of veering off into a cold version of yourself before you even have relationships. So
Right.
then you finally come across a relationship. Now you got to convince yourself to be a little warmer. Try to convince yourself to open up. Then you finally do open up, and then the backfires. You're like, and that shit hurts. Like it hurts. Like it legit. Like we don't deal with a lot of emotion. So when the emotion finally does hit us, we be like, God damn, this is what people be feeling. I don't want to do this shit again. And you like, you know what? You just so you naturally you just like, I'm not opening up. But what we will do, I'm not gonna say all dudes. I know personally I did it for a long time. I learned how to pretend to open up.
Mm.
Okay.
So I
Oh,
got
that
really
nigga
good at
getting
pretending
deep.
to open up. It's like I was amazing at pretending. Tears and all that.
Wait, so you were
Shit.
faking tears? You was doing the
Yeah, I watch sad movies.
that is a
I just
skill.
start thinking of I'm talking to women. I start thinking about John Q, and I just start just
If I can
look,
ask
look
before
shit
we
right there.
if I can ask, what is the benefit of pretending to open up?
It because with a lot of women, as soon as they feel like you're closed off a little bit, after they start to feel like, oh, okay, he's opening up to me a little bit, they leave you alone. So you're just
Damn.
like, okay, all right, I could chill for now. All right, I'm good for a little bit. She still ain't on to me. I can still keep all of the shit that's been going on in my brain and in my heart to myself.
Hmm.
And it postpones me possibly getting hurt again and getting fucked over like the first person did. So ultimately, our goal is to not get hurt like we did the first time.
Right.
That's all it comes down to. We just don't like to. That's what we understand. Like, even when it comes to like relationships and breakups, I don't hold it against women, but women be moving on. They just because y'all be breaking up way before the actual relationship done ended anyway. So if it ended now, you probably like if it ended now, y'all probably broke up 6 months mentally prior to.
Yeah.
Mm.
But men, we don't feel a breakup until that shit is broken up right there.
Mm.
And for the most part, if you look at a lot of dudes, we might move on, we might go fuck people, but we don't move on. We will go fuck and still be hurt by what just happened.
You get stress off.
But I
Gotta
bet you,
relieve
but I bet you won't see us in a relationship no time soon.
That's facts.
I can almost guarantee you.
No, because I think that what he was saying was the person that he stopped doing it because they turned on him. They used whatever that was supposed to be the safe space, and now used it against them. Anything that they said in confidentiality or something that is very personal has now flipped and became like it's almost like taking what my problem already was, me giving it to you, and then you turn around and give it back to me. But now you giving it back to me with your hate, with your thing, with your vitriol. Like when that shit comes back to you that way, it's I don't know. I don't know if I'm speaking for people, and I know a lot of people that don't resonate with this will comment and say something. But a lot of people that I'm very similar when it comes to that. I have given people my trust before, and they burnt me on my trust. And when they burnt me, there is a switch that go off on me. He'll be back.
Uh-oh.
He'll be back. There's a switch that'll go off.
Let's
on
just pretend he here.
Yeah.
There's a switch that goes off with that, and I don't know how to bring it back. That's the part. Once I release that switch, it's hard for me to bring that same switch back. So I completely understand kind of where it's coming from, because it's like, I didn't necessarily have to pretend, but there's some times where I feel like I might not give you the full information. That's me giving you enough. So once again, I don't have to be bothered because I don't want you to do it. And sometimes, okay, so like a lot of the times when you're wondering when men start stepping off and want to start looking at other people a certain way, or sometimes that happens because of that. And it's like, you love the person that you with, you care about the person you with, you just don't, your detachment is starting to happen, but you don't know why it's happening. It just all happened, and now I'm just starting to pay attention other ways, even though this person is still sitting here. So it's like, slowly but surely you start deteriorating from that person. I don't know if I'm accurate with that tone, but I can almost be guaranteed that a lot of men feel like that once you betray them a certain way, especially if y'all don't have them type of problems, y'all don't got those relationship problems, it's like that, whatever. But you just have that person that will go against you a certain way, that will utilize your information against you. That shit, like some men have a thing when it comes to your character. They have a thing when it comes to when you betray them. Some people will turn the switch off, and you do not know how to. I don't know how to get it back, and there's a chance that you might not help me. You might not know how to get it back from me either.
Bro, most of us run on loyalty. A lot of us run on loyalty. And that one time you sit there, how many times you see a dude, you sit there, you go through some shit with your friend as a teenager, you'll never have a best male friend for another 20 years. You'll be sitting there like, I ain't never trusted a dude since that shit he did to me when he was 15. That's what dudes do. Dudes run off of loyalty and being able to trust the people around them. And now all it takes is that one time, man and woman alike. If I feel like you flip that on me, then it's hard to undo that for certain people. Certain people can look past it, and that's also something I'm working on with myself too. I can be very unforgiving, and it'll feel cold because I'm not one of them people that's gonna be like, I hate you, I can't stand you. Somebody will do something, and I'll be like, all right, and you just won't hear from me again. And,
Right.
and that'll just be the end of it. I don't need to curse you out. I don't need to be disrespectful. But when I feel like that loyalty is broken, then why are you in my life if you don't serve that purpose? Like, this is what
Yeah.
friends are supposed to be. I can't have a friend that I don't think is loyal. It don't go together. And if it's not that, then you like an associate. You an associate or something along those lines. But I can't call you no friend. I damn sure can't call you a partner.
Okay. Shane, you have one? Have an answer?
Yeah, I open up as much as I'm allowed to open up. Much as it's not gonna backfire. You ain't gonna use it at me in a heated argument or none of that. Oh, you cried during Disney Princess movie or something like that. No, don't throw that in my face. I'll do that in front of you if you want to whoop it behind closed doors in the dark. And don't tell all our business, man. Keep that shit in the house. That's the type of person I am, man. Don't go out
Yeah.
here expressing all that you in the group with your homegirl talk. Like, hey, when I'm vulnerable to you. And if you get out of control, I leave enough room to escape from. I just leave you with that much information and I'm spreading out there, getting out the way. So yeah, that vulnerability thing, you can open up as much as you want to, not want to. You can manipulate it how you want to. Like he said, he can fake it and stuff like that. He can make it throw something out there just to see where it leads to. If it don't go too far out there, not thrown back in your face and at a later date, then you could throw a little truth out there. But you gotta remember what a little bit of lie you told too at the same time to open it up. So, you know, it is some people you can be with what they say 10 years and still won't know 10% of anything about them
Yeah.
unless they
Damn.
really, really open up. So you gotta have somebody that gonna be 100% honest with you. You can sit there and think you know a person by their movement and their reputation of everything, and still won't know a damn thing about it. Why? Because some people are just that good at holding it because you never really know the dark history of them. their mindset and stuff like that. You just know what you see on a regular basis, what they allow you to see. And I'm
Right.
one of those people. I allow you to see as much as I can control. If I can't control what's out there, what you can't see, it ain't being done.
Okay, practice.
Um, I've been vulnerable. It's backfired. That's a part of life. I approach it nowadays with the thought process like this. So when I'm getting to know somebody, I'm gonna give you a little bit, right?
Mhm.
A little bit, and see how we proceed from there. So I had a situation where I told somebody like insecurity, right? And it was like it's a minor insecurity, something like I can't change or whatever, but it's just like something I felt some type of way about. And then like one day, like I mean, it was just in jest. It wasn't in front of anybody. It wasn't like malicious, but it came up as a joke, and I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. So I move on.
Mm,
So it's like I let people know my limits. I tell them, look, you don't want to bring like I don't want to be any other way but kind and endearing to you. And if you bring me, if you make me feel like I need to be anything but kind and endearing and love and so far up your ass, then I need to go somewhere else because that's what I want to do. So this trusting is so fragile. It's so fragile,
mm,
and I don't take it lightly because it's all we got.
yeah.
When I trust somebody, I'm going all out for you. I will literally go to jail for you. I will die for you when we locked in like that. And if I don't feel you can respect my feelings or like just take care of the little nuances where I could be vulnerable and tell you stuff. Like if I can't tell you small stuff, it ain't no way I'm gonna tell you big stuff. And if I can't tell you big stuff, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Comment.
Yeah.
I have so many thoughts going on in my head. I don't even know how to address the question. It's so hard. Like it's so hard. I have so many thoughts. But I'm speaking from the heart. I'm not thinking from here. I'm just speaking.
Yeah.
Uh, when it comes to opening it up to women, I don't know how to say this the right way. The having the safe space, and then the second question was, have you been burnt? I feel like when it comes to, let's just say, people in general or just dealing with a partner, people will say, oh, I'm here for you, I'm this, I'm da da da, I hear you, I see you, and they'll give you the advice and be like, this is what you should do, this person not good for you, do 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 da. And then when you do the work and all the shit and put it in practice, those same people don't like it when you use what they told you to do in practice on them. When
Mm-hmm.
they say, "Oh yeah, you need to stop dealing with people that don't got no patience, that don't listen to you, that are selfish and that are this and that," and you start seeing those same qualities in them, and they go, "Oh, you can't do this to me. You can't have a safe space. You can't ignore me. You can't do all these different things." So it's really hard opening up to women because it seems like a lot of times when it comes from men, they only kind of like to Tone's point, they just want that connection to feel like they're close to you, but they don't want you to actually open up and be like, yo, you're a problem. Because the moment that they feel like it's them and not everything else that you're dealing with, they don't know how to take that on, that accountability. So instead of as a man going back and forth, you like, I'll just deal with you a little bit because I know you can't handle the whole truth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to address it the right way.
No,
But
I get it. I get it.
it for when it comes to women, it's like, or just in part, whatever, how you want to deal with it. But it's like they can't see outside themselves. So it's like, why even open up to you when when you put me in this certain space, and then when I try to talk to you, everything is regurgitated to be, oh, a defense, or like to his point, practice. Oh yeah, you only doing this because of what you did with in the past, or using it as a joke. So it's like, oh, you're weaponizing my vulnerability. So at what
Yeah.
point am I going to keep opening up to you if I know every time I give you snippets or crumbs, it's just another tool in your tool belt to use against me? For example, the thing with my cousin, you feel me? Because that's something I already opened up about. When she stole from me and I stopped talking to her for hella long, they was like, oh, that's just because you got burnt by your ex. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as trust and shit like that. Oh, that's only because your mama or you did this, or because you have woman issues or whatever. No, it's because she fucking stole from me. That's why.
Simple.
Stop making it, oh, because you got this problem, you come from this, you deal with it. No, nigga, you stole from me. You did something out of pocket, nigga. Take accountability. And that's the hard part when it comes to men, because it's like, if you do something that's fucked up and you are going to make the conversation longer instead of just addressing the issue head on by saying, yo, I fucked up, my bad. And it's everything else that a man is already battling just by dealing with you. I'd rather just fucking separate, because I'm going to end up exploding and doing some shit because everything you're saying is always about me. So if I know everything is about me and I got to deal with me all the time, then what the fuck am I dealing with you for? If every time I talk to you is regurgitated and say, well, it's because you're dealing with this, then what the fuck do I need you for? Because I can deal with me by myself without your extra baggage, without the arguments with you. You feel me? It's like, it's crazy. Like I had a conversation, I'm not gonna say with who, but in a relationship where to not practice. Is it practice? What's the middle brother's name?
Legendary
Shane. Going to, therapy and shit like that for anger issues, right? I had a conversation with my in a relationship partner's mom, right? And
what's going on, Simply?
Talking about my issues, they like, oh yeah, I don't feel comfortable with you and my daughter because you used to be in the streets, you used to do X, Y, and Z, used to, you're physical, you're da 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 da, right? And I'm like, okay, but I just, it was her birthday. Like this, she just randomly brought this up. I'm like, I gave you flowers. Your daughter's home safe. I never put my hands on her. You ain't never seen me raise my voice at her. And to my partner's, you feel me, defense, she was like, oh yeah, well, you gotta understand, my mom's a parent and she wants the best for her daughter. And if she feels like, she is your daughter is in an unsafe space, then of course they're gonna just naturally judge you. But I'm just like, okay, so she's like, you got to understand that for a parent, she was like, the anger should never existed. So I'm like, okay, so again, back to the same point, you ask men to be honest, you ask them to be vulnerable. You don't see me exuding these qualities that I told you I come from. You hear I did the work. But instead of taking everything that I'm showing you and putting it on the table and saying, hey, this is who I am, you're only reducing me to my past. You're only reducing me to a part of me that you're saying should have never existed, but people don't fucking choose the circumstances that they end up being put in. It's about what they choose to do after the fact. You feel what I'm saying? So if I know every time when I'm dealing with a woman, if she knows something about me and she's only going to try to reduce me when it's convenient for her, then it's like, it's not a safe space. And it makes niggas want to just be quiet because you're not going to take me as I am. And even with that point being said, for women, they're always saying like, we're not your therapist. But same thing for when women say, oh, I want a man that handles me. Niggas don't want to handle you because we don't have that excuse to just put on you when we're dealing with shit. For example, if I have anger issues, right? And you are mad that I'm not giving you attention, and then you do something that pisses me off and you say, oh, I did this just because you wasn't giving me attention. But I'm like, okay, now if I was to allow my anger issues to come out and do something in reaction to you, would I be able to have that excuse, even though I've dealt with all these different things that are triggers and you're doing the thing that triggered me? Then what? Are you going to take accountability for actually making me mad? Or are you going to sit here and say, oh, it's my fault because I'm just an angry person and I got anger issues? You feel what I'm saying? So it's it's a slippery slope when you're opening up to people, because it seems like every time you do, it's only to weaponize those emotions, that past history, that whatever experience that you went through to go against you.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Um.
I never even answered because I was just kind of feeding off of what's the name, but I'm gonna be extremely, I'm gonna be like this quick.
Oh, go ahead.
There was one person. That's it.
That's all you wanted to say.
One person. I can't be following up on comment. He be going to fucking like, yo.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm not trying to take all the air out the room or nothing like that.
Bro,
No, it's okay.
You good. You perfect.
We appreciate it. Honestly, I wanted to go back to LRS Productions question that she was asking earlier.
You want to do the first one? I got you if you want me to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they were asking, how do you vet the women that you date, and when it comes to being able to trust them and open up to them? Do you observe how they handle problems in their friendships and family? Because that will tell you everything. Like, are you, when you're dealing with women, because I think it's a slippery slope to do it as a blanket statement and say that all women operate in a certain way. So the question is, if this is like a reoccurring thing that you're witnessing from people, and it's not to say, like, I believe that 100% exists and that you're dealing with the things that you're dealing with, but how do you vet the people that you decide to open up to and that you do try to be vulnerable with? How do you vet? Like, what is the process? What are you looking for? Because sometimes those things can be indicators for the type of person that you're dealing with.
If we can get quick answers, because I know we got a lot of other questions. I would think that you just pay attention. That's a part of the vetting process, is paying as much attention to them as you can, and seeing how the behaviors are looking. Like you said, if you observe them with their friends and family, that will kind of tell you a little bit, but it don't tell you everything, because some people don't treat their partners the way they treat their friends and families. So you more or less, like, they might be great to their friends and family, but might be an asshole to you, or they might be great to you and an asshole to their friends and family. Mm-hmm. So there go that slippery slope thing again. It's like, you do not know what type of person you are talking to. I don't want to use the word dealing with, because I'm not dealing with you. I'm talking to you. I'm with you. So
yeah, I'll piggyback off Mike real quick. I do the same thing. I view how you treat other people, not just the friends and the family. I view, we even heard it a bunch of times, I view how you treat the waiter, how you treat the waitress, how you treat the people in service, how you just treat the people when you move throughout the world. But unfortunately, sometimes you got to really get in it with somebody to see how they truly treat people, because they got a representative too. So they'll treat somebody like one way on that outside, but then that'll just be for you. So you don't even know how they really might treat somebody until you get in the thick of it. Because I've been in a situation where I see somebody treat people amazing, and then we get into a relationship, and I start to see how you really treat people, and I'm like, oh shit, well, now I'm in the damn relationship already. So you did a really good job at faking it on the outside, but yeah, I think my primary thing is seeing how they treat people and not rushing, kind of like saying, getting into a relationship as quick as I used to too. Because I'm one of them dudes, like, if I like you, I'm 2 weeks in, like, hey, what we doing?
Yo, the little clap though. What we doing?
2 weeks later, you gonna be mine or not? Like, what's up? But I don't do that no more. Now I got a much longer vetting process. That's it.
The 2 weeks is funny as shit. Go ahead, Shay.
The friends and the family can be, it can be a tricky situation. So basically just going with random outings and everything. See how they interact with, random people, go out to eat, see how they, with the waitress and whoever hosting, go out, to a bar or something, at different little places, because how they interact with those people are different. Like, do you tone yourself down for these people because you feel like they're more priority, or you feel like you're more superior and stuff like that? Basically seeing what your manner is with them. Do you feel like just because they work this job that you up here above them, or this person hold this position, they down here? What type of lifestyle? Have those conversations. Those, hey, maybe we can go pick up something and sit here and talk and get to know each other and stuff. Like little interaction like that instead of just the family situation. You know, that like I said, it's kind of tricky and stuff like that because they've been knowing them for years and stuff like that. They have them down to a T. They know how to cater to them, how to get over on them, how to manipulate them and stuff like that. And way that you look at it, you like, okay, they just probably the normal way. This just what they got going on. So you know they can throw a curveball, man. You know, so I just the random encounter is what I go for.
Mm-hmm. Practice, did you have anything to add?
Vaguely, I mean, my vetting process has been trash, which is why I'm single. So I'm really
Boy,
taking my
cook.
time on stuff. I'm asking questions. I'm like, sometimes I'm gonna be an antagonist, like not to the point where you upset with me, but I'm gonna ask you those uncomfortable questions, whether I actually care about the answer or not, just because I know it's going to make you uncomfortable and force your personality out of you. I gotta find out different things. You know, we just gotta get into these convenient discomforts and inconvenient comforts, and I say that way purposely because you know everything's going which way and every way, and that's the only way I'm going to see how you respond to certain stuff. Because I'm gonna show up as me, but you know I don't know if it's your facade or not until we actually been through some stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Our
You
next
forgot
question.
comment.
What was that?
I've said.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. My bad.
Oh no, you're good, Angelina.
I'll make it quick, just like everybody else. Just like what Tone said, like when you know, when men like we feel the same way when we get burned from like friends or family or girlfriends, whatever. We kind of group them all like that vulnerability, or whenever time that situation happens, that's like we deal with everybody the same way. I think that to that question, I don't think there's no strategy to it, bro. I think all that shit is bullshit. I think when people say, "Oh, well, you are what you attract," and you know, you just gotta you gotta fix yourself in order to get somebody to gravitate towards you. That's better. That's bullshit. You can be the light in the room, and niggas that are dark
What up,
won't,
Angie?
you know what I mean, attached to you. You know what I'm saying? Like moths. You know what I'm saying, to a flame. It don't matter, bro. Like you roll the dice and you hope for the best. You know what I'm saying, with everybody. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a vetting process, you really just don't know what somebody until you in it. And then when you in it, you just hope that the work that you've done and the things that you've learned from your past relationships that you can put into practice with your new partner or whoever is said person you're dealing with, and you just pretty much weigh out your do's and don'ts. And hopefully on that list, there's a lot more do's that person have than don'ts. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that there's a way to properly vet somebody, because there are people, and women should know this, when you in a relationship for like 10 years or 2 years or whatever, all of a sudden this nigga a whole different nigga. You know what I'm saying? You went into it like, yo, they like this, they perfect, they giving me flowers, and then, oh, I vetted this nigga. I didn't give up the pussy until like 6 months, and then as soon as you gave it up, this nigga just showed his whole ass. So I don't think that there is a vet process. You know what I mean? You just get lucky or you don't. You know what I'm saying? You just try to keep your integrity intact, keep your sanity intact, and keep God in the forefront. That's what I think.
Okay.
Hey, he said something though. You know, when we put that ring on them and move into the same household, they're a whole nother person. You're like, hold on, what this person been hiding it?
Okay. All right.
Come on, give us a fun one.
Find a fun one.
Yeah, whatever one you got.
Okay. How do you guys really feel about enhancements on a woman? Fake hair, makeup, what is your genuine opinion?
Oh shit! Go ahead, bro. You got it. You rub me your hands together like Birdman. Go ahead.
I got you. So it could be a catch-22, right? Because like when I'm on my phone and on social media, that's what I see. So like clearly it's appealing, right? It's appealing, and then it's going to be crazy to me, right? That's crazy. It's not going to make sense. I tell my lady I don't like this, so it's like I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm trying to find like that comfortable middle ground, because like I dated somebody and I explained to him how I don't really care for makeup and weave and whatnot and all this other stuff. We got together and went to a wedding, and she got it all done, and I'm just like, oh my God, girl, you look so good. Like, mind you, I just spent, I don't know however many months, however long, telling her I don't really care for this. But then she did it, and I was like, my mind was blown. And it's like, so now do I say, oh, I like this, or do I say I only like it on you? I don't know. So it's like that's like a crazy question to ask, because sometimes it really does enhance, and sometimes it takes away from what's already there. So case by case basis. Some people will help, some people will hurt.
Yeah, go ahead if y'all want. Go ahead. You run it.
Man, I really don't have a problem with it. As long as you're doing it for your happiness, is whatever, don't overdo it to where, you walk around here looking like Homie the Clown or something like that. But do what you feel is make you happy, and keep our house at peace. So as long as you keep our house at peace and you happy about it, I'm okay with it. Hey, you may feel like I might need to do something myself, but you ain't saying it to me because I'm at peace with myself. So
yeah. Mike?
You want my answer? All right, listen. I don't give a fuck. You can go ahead and get some big ass titties. You get a wagon if you want to. I don't give a shit. As long as you healthy, and as long as you ain't do too much of it that's gonna hurt your body and hurt you, we good over here. I don't give a shit. Go ahead and throw whatever weave you want on there. I don't give a fuck if that shit wrap around your head 6 times and like a little piece of like the emoji, like the poop emoji in your head. I don't care. You do whatever you fuck you want. I don't tell women what to do with none of that. Like, yo, you got everything. And if you ask my opinion, I'm be like, go ahead, do your thing. Now, the only debatable thing is if you wear some crazy shit, like not clothes, like not loose clothing, but like if you go out there and like you talking about I'm gonna hang out with the girls and stuff, you go out there looking like a goddamn Christmas tree, I'm probably just gonna make a joke with you. That's all. I'm not gonna tell you not to wear it because I'm gonna encourage you. I'm like, go ahead. What you want me to throw on with that? We're gonna go out together because guess what? If somebody gonna tease you, they're gonna tease me.
Okay.
You my homie. You my shorty. You my rider. You my everything. So we're gonna walk down the street, and I'm gonna put candles on me too. No, not candles. Lights on me too, so we can sparkle and we can shine down the fucking block together.
I like how you look that better around.
Yeah.
I like how you look that better around.
It don't matter what you do as long as you know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? But also with that point being said, if you ask me my preference, I don't like none of it. I prefer my women raw. You know what I mean? I like them no makeup, no lashes, no enhancements, preferably no weave. I want you to be you. I know for some women it's a trigger when niggas say that because they be like, oh, you say that, but then you like the pictures of the bitches on Instagram or you woo. But no, like if I'm with you for you. Niggas can like whatever. I can walk down a museum and like pictures. That don't mean I'm about to buy that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Like I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like to Mike and everybody else point, everything that women do cosmetically is for them. But as far as in a partnership, men should only want you for what you have and not for what you're trying to get on you. You know what I'm saying? Because then that whatever it is about you that's wanting you to do those things, I feel like the priority is missed. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you could get because I dated somebody as well who got the ass enhancement. She already had a big booty. You feel me? Did it look nice afterwards? Cool, but she did it because she was like, okay, if I take some of this fat and I put it back here, I'm gonna be right. And then she got big again. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you just big with a bigger booty. You feel me? It's like, but you still beautiful or whatever the case may be. But it's like, how many times are you going to go through this process that is potentially hurtful towards you?
Yeah.
Where you could prioritize other things to make yourself feel more whole or happy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not pro, but I'm also not going to shame.
Yeah, I feel like I know, Tone, we haven't gotten to yet. I did want to say this because I saw that Serena was like, "Oh Lord, I'm scared of these answers." Serena, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna speak on behalf, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna speak on it. When I asked this question, it was not because it was gonna matter to me.
That's some cocky shit to say. Yeah,
because this one of those things where it's like I've had women be like, "Raquel, why do you wear makeup? Men don't like that." I could give two shits. The reason why I wear makeup is not for, I do that for me. I can give a fuck what somebody else thinks, honestly. And if whoever I'm dating does not like it, then they're obviously not the person for me. Because again, the choice is not the reason why I do it. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but the reason why I do it is because I like it. Like, I do what I like. I do what feels comfortable for me. I don't really care what anybody else thinks. And so if the guy that is interested in me does not like that I wear makeup, then he probably isn't the person for me, because I'm not doing it for him anyways. I was doing it for myself to begin with, you know. And you had mentioned, Carmen, you had mentioned something about like girls always say that guys like. I think I
got a comment too. Go ahead.
Okay, I think it is always interesting that, you know, I think the one interesting factor is that men will be like, I like, you know, women natural, and you'd be like, well, you know, tell me what that looks like, and then they can name an example, and that woman is not like, you don't realize that it's not all natural. There is some form of enhancement, and enhancement doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. Like, there's nothing wrong with having enhancement. It's just, if you don't know the difference of what you're looking at, you might be looking at something that you think looks natural, but that could be also slightly altered because they're just enhancing their natural features. It doesn't mean that there's necessarily something wrong with it. You know what I mean? But I just want to say that because I did see Serena's comment where she was like, "Oh Lord, I'm scared of these comments." I'm not. I wasn't scared either way.
I'm gonna say this real quick, Tony. And Tony, you got it right. I'm gonna give you two things, right? Mm-hmm. So it was crazy, right? So I have somebody I went on a date with, right? And her hair is like real and long. Mm-hmm. And somebody was like, "Oh man, you got a really good." He said, "Your weave is good." And she was like, "This ain't weave." And it's almost like not even coming at any answer, but like even based off of what Con-Man was saying, right? Yeah. Completely understood. But sometimes people can confuse. People really can confuse some shit because some people are so yo, what's up, buddy? Yo, some people
you ain't do that shit, Mike.
No, it wasn't me that said it. It wasn't me. No, it wasn't me. No. Somebody said it to her. They were out and they complimented her hair and was like, "Damn, that weave look good." And she was like, "This ain't weave." Like, and I'm looking at him because I know her hair is like 100% hers. But I'm like, damn, what does it matter either way? But damn, like, what way does it be salty? See, this is the problem. This is the real problem. You can't keep your comments to yourself. That's the issue. It ain't got nothing to do with anything else. Sure, you're going to think it, but when you speak, that's when it becomes the problem. As soon as you start yapping your fucking mouth, now, well, here comes the issue now, because you shouldn't have said that. If it was, that's what let me know, like, the thought was in their head. They should have just not said nothing at all, and everything would have been straight. It would have been good if you didn't say a motherfucking thing. That's all. Listen, I think that is something this just to me. The history behind compliment or talking about this when it comes to women is the problem. You can have your preference, sure, all those matters. But when the history behind saying stuff behind it, especially disrespect of black women, I am fucking big about that. Motherfuckers have disrespected black women for too long when it came to things like that, especially when it came to hair texture, like, oh, it's nappy, oh, it's this. Like, even my lock brothers, when it comes to us having locks, they disrespect our locks because they looked at it as a nappy style, as this is that. Nah, fuck that. We ain't gonna be doing that today. The same way I don't want nobody talking shit about my hair, I ain't gonna talk shit about nobody else's hair. I'm not the one to do the offensive thing. But I'm gonna throw this last little thing in there. Look at on the real shit, nigga. Did you like regular Goku or you like when that nigga turned Super Saiyan? I'm just saying, no homo, no Diddy, all that shit. But I like when Goku turned Super Saiyan. That shit's sexy.
What?
What are we talking? What?
Where did we go?
Wait a minute.
How did we get
What
to
did they?
That
Wait.
shit's sexy. That
What?
Super Saiyan look is dope as fuck. That's the sexy look. I'm about to shit on you niggas. That's what I like. Y'all don't get the
I don't-
terminology, do it.
I don't know what the fuck Mike talking
That
about.
was a
Don't get it.
crazy.
Don't
That
get it.
was
Y'all
a
don't get it.
crazy example.
Y'all don't get it.
That was a
Oh,
Y'all don't get it.
that was a reach.
what?
That wasn't reach. What I'm saying, I'm saying, let's say it
I got
again.
the analogy,
We're gonna
but
try it
was a
again.
crazy way
We're
to
gonna
go
try it
about
again. It ain't. I'm gonna tell you why. Because most motherfuckers don't like base Goku. Most motherfuckers like Super Saiyan Goku. They like the motherfucker he transformed into. They like that person. They fuck with that. So if you don't have no judgment of that characters or whatever the case is, why would you judge a woman for enhancing themselves? That's all.
Okay,
I got-
all right.
I
You
figured
just had
out
to
you
bring us
were
back around. You just had to.
No, I
Okay,
just had
yeah,
to.
that was.
I just had
yeah,
to.
that
No,
was-
it just
yeah.
it just showing y'all. Ozzy got it. Ozzy got it from the beginning. I fuck with you, Ozzy, because they understood why I was going that way. You don't like them. You're not going to sit here and say everybody. And then hear me out. Hear me out. When you go out, some people gonna like they woman barefaced or whatever the case is. Cool, but most of the time, most men go out and they see something that they like. That most likely she has something on her that's a little bit more enhanced, and you don't notice it. That's all. Their hair gonna be done a certain way, but then when they take all the hair out and it's just regular,
But was it
Hey,
Goku
where's you
like
with
a
that now?
was it like a natural enhancement? You know what? I'm not gonna go into detail. We're not gonna do
a
this.
natural
We're not gonna do this.
enhancement.
We're not gonna do this.
Mike,
We're not gonna do
Mike,
this.
though,
I just
where's she
still
like
wanted
that now?
to.
Though?
Huh?
Where's she like that now?
Where's she like Napa?
Yeah, like that now. You know.
Oh yeah, the baldy.
She bought
Hell, man, she got that baldy now. That's what it is. She said, "Hey, look,
I can't. My phone died. My phone died. I came back in. I might have been confused by what Khan was saying. I thought we were talking about processed cheeks. That's clearly not what we're talking about. So
Did you say
what?
processed cheeks?
Yeah, that's what I thought we were talking
comes
about.
up with the best.
I like. Hold on. So what was
what's the
question?
premise of the question?" He wants to know the
Question
question.
was,
Nigga
how do
said
you guys
medium
feel
single
about
earlier.
enhancements on women, like hair
That's why I made
and
the Goku
makeup
thing.
and all that stuff? How do you feel about it?
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm with whatever makes the woman feel more confident in herself, but to a certain extent. Because if you feel like so inconfident, like I have a problem with you going under that knife and putting your life at risk for you to look better. Like if you feel like it needs to get to that extent, then you need, like, personally, I feel that person needs some therapy or something to go along with that. And if you still choose to go along with that because you don't like how God blessed you, then okay, I still understand. There's some people out there
Be
who
quiet
just
over there, Barry.
they don't even want like nothing super crazy. They just want like a little bump. Like they had A cups and they just want a little B cup, C cup. They're not even going too crazy. Then I'm like, okay, you know what? That makes you feel more beautiful. Okay. If you had the ironing board butt and you wanted to get a little lump back there, I'm not gonna be mad at you if you want a little lump. I mean, don't nobody want to slide out their chair every time they sit down. I get it. I get it.
You're dumb.
Like, you want some support. Like, I know that butt bone gotta hurt, so you gotta put some cushion back there. So you do what you got to do. And I support the process in the hair too. I mean, it's expensive as shit. Being on the other side of it and providing money for it so many times. Hair is fucking expensive. Beauty is expensive. I get it. I understand 1,000%. I know it's a process. I know it's either y'all pay for it or you gotta sit there and take 2-3 hours in the morning to do shit. For some people, the people who care about doing it every day. It's not everybody. Me personally, do what you do makes you feel better, but just please, anything short of going under the knife, I got a problem with, because you hear too many of them damn horror stories about somebody sitting there and being okay in most people's lives, but they go under that knife and that be their last day breathing. So I don't. Yeah.
Damn, last day breathing.
Yeah, like it's a lot of stories about women going under there for a simple procedure and then they never wake up. Like,
Yeah.
and they feel, especially now, because they feel so pressured to do that shit because everybody fucking got it. I'm like, it's not that serious, mom. Give me them. I don't care if the joints is drooping. I'll go down. Come on. Come on, let them bloop. I'll be down there. Let them bloop.
Okay.
Who we got? Everybody answered. Yeah,
Yes.
because that's all. Okay. All right. What else you got for us?
All right. How do y'all feel about? This is going to be interesting. How do y'all feel about spiritual connections, and then also / soul ties?
That shit real. That shit is real. Spiritual connections is real. Soul ties is definitely real.
You believe in soul ties? Do you believe every time you sleep with someone, it creates a soul tie?
Mm-hmm. Unless you ain't got no fucking soul, you're not turning that shit off. Yeah. I'm talking about when you fuck
I
with
don't.
somebody. I ain't talking about
I say I
you
don't.
just doing something with a random person, but you do create regardless of the fact you create a connection with that person. Do you think you just not gonna remember that person for the rest of your life? You just I'll never ever remember this person. Like, nah.
Hey, look
I
at
like,
I don't
but
know.
this is why I like this question, because I know I'm about to get different answers.
If you out there smashing half of the universe, of course you probably forget them because your dick done been through so many shits. But if you're a person that ain't got 16,000 people and you doing stuff with somebody, yeah, there's a chance that you'll remember who they are. There's a chance.
Now
There's a chance.
Go ahead, Carmen. Go ahead.
Oh,
Carmen.
I'm sorry.
I like to see you doing this.
No, because I'm just like, not at all. Like, not even a little bit. Yeah, like, I don't.
Nope.
It was cool, we had a good time. Uber's outside. You feel me? Like it's not a thing. You know what I mean? Like it's women that I've had sex with that it was literally just that, and I don't recall this person. I don't have that person's number. If you brought up that person's name, I might not even know that person's name. And I'm not trying to say I'm a hoe or something like that. I'm just saying like I'm not saying I know the recipe, but no, I'm saying like everybody done had more than one partner at this point. You feel what I'm saying? And not all those partners was relationships. And I feel like the only time you make those connections or deep connections is when you're in a relationship. You have to actually have an openness of your emotions, you know what I mean, to have some type of connection. I don't think just having physical sex is, you know what I mean, at all. Like there's no spiritual nothing to it. Like I think that women know the difference because y'all have had sex with men where you're just like, I just feel like you just fucking me, and then there's niggas you have sex with. It's like, oh, this is different. I feel like we connected. I feel we bonded. There's something going on here. There's a difference. You know what I mean? It's a difference in the tensions and the emotions and what somebody's open themselves to in that moment. Because you can have sex with somebody and be somewhere completely different. I've had sex with people where I've thought about other people when I fuck them. So there's no connection at all.
Okay. Which one of y'all want to go next?
Oh, damn, Tom.
Practice? Hold on, let me pull up some of these comments.
Soul ties. I feel like ties are earned. It's not just given. It's not just because we lay down together. It has to be something more. It's like the physical aspect of it. A lot of the time, it's just the physical aspect of it. That's it. I mean, like it's earned. Like I'm not saying it's going to be a full-on relationship, but I've forgotten people I've slept with, and I'm tied to people who I've never ever touched before. So,
okay.
With this situation, yes and a no for me. Some people, it depends on the whole situation, how long we've been knowing each other, how deep in depth that we got with each other, mindset and stuff like that that leads to either one of them. Just one of those encounters where, and it also when and where. Like, did I approach you or did you approach me? Did you throw the alley hoop to me or what? To get to that point. Because it's just one of those, they got to get them off. That's all it is. They got to get them off. There ain't no time to it.
Ozzy, we don't even have enough time, brother. We ain't got enough time.
I don't know. We have enough. I don't know. I don't even know.
We ain't got enough time at all. Yeah, we about to be done.
I don't know
Yeah, I
what the
think
max
Tone
is where we can get up
Yeah, I
there.
think this is his thing. So
Um,
when I say this real quick, so the reason why I say the soul ties exist because you have to have the feeling to want to do something with somebody, right? The feeling comes from the soul, regardless if you want to fuck them, you want to do whatever you want to them. Nobody, if your dick just automatically moves by itself, that's impossible. You have to be looking at them and feel something towards them and want to do something with them. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to choose them. There's so many other people you could choose. If you choose that person, it's because you feel something for that. Not like you feeling in love with them. What I mean is like you feel like fucking them. Like that's a feeling. That's a part of the soul. So you get in there, you getting in there to have sex with them. First of all, if anybody understands sex, you have to. There's a lot of concentration. There's a lot of inner things that goes along with it, regardless of how you pounding it, how you doing this, how you doing that. You gotta feel something towards that person to be able to want to do something with them. You know what I mean? That's, if that's the case, you'll fuck anything. If you think like that, you will fuck anything.
a lot of people
Anything.
fuck anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like you would fuck anything. Just saying. Your soul, your spirit, don't just like my thing is, why would if you say the cutoff is only when I feel sexual, you got to pay more attention to yourself. If the cutoff is the only time you don't feel something is when you want to just fuck somebody, you don't feel no soul, no feelings, no nothing. You just want to fuck them. You got to look into yourself and understand that you can't cut everything else off because the same exact way you feel towards your friends and your homies and all this other shit is the same way you feel towards somebody else in a whole different universe in a whole different way.
When Tone go, I want to ask a question to the fellas, like on this subject. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Tone.
I will speak personally for myself.
Okay.
In my younger years, I didn't feel a fucking thing till it was half the woman that I fucked. I just didn't. I thought they looked good, and I was like, "Hey, you look good. I look good. Let's do the nasty." But it was. I think soul ties only come in play when there's feelings involved. If there's feelings, I feel like that's when it like activates. Because I feel like there's people where you can lay down with and it'll just be a nut and that'll just be amazing sex for that night. And that was that. Not that you meant for it to even be that. Sometimes you mean it to be more and the shit just don't turn out to be more. And you'd be like, okay, shit happens. So it's not like you did it on purpose necessarily, but sometimes you think you're going to connect with somebody on a different level and the shit just don't happen. But I know if I had soul ties, I also think that it could be soul ties on one side. I feel like you could be connected to me and I'm not connected to you. So I feel like you could be connected because of what I did to you and what you felt when you laid down with me. But to me, it was a Tuesday.
This boy quoting Street Fighter movie. You wild, yo.
Hey, you about them tacos and margaritas.
But even with dudes though, even vice versa, there'd be dudes where he done thought he sat there and made whole love with this woman, and she like, I just wanted some dick. Like it happens.
Straight up.
It happens. I don't think I go there yet. I'll just keep it simple. What you got, Con?
I just got a question for the fellas, right? To become erect in the first place, niggas, am I the only nigga that just get hard? Like, am I the only nigga that just be like, yo, I just woke up this morning, boom? Like the question is that I have for everybody.
Well, that's
like,
a normal thing. So,
because women got to understand, y'all are different from us. We can get hard from a lot of different things. Like,
hey, I be at work thinking about lunch.
It don't matter. Like, and then like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I can fantasize about just what I want to do with you, and that's just a fantasy or kink for me, or just the fact that I want to slut you out. It ain't got shit to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you as a person. It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, you make me hard. No, I just want to perform. Sometimes it's a sport. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to fuck the shit out of you and get off of that on that. So I just want to ask the fellas, am I the only person that has just had sex for sex? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
lunch.
Yeah, like
you're not the only person.
Try to figure out lunch.
I'm not invested. Like, you know what I mean? It's
You're not the only person.
Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
and I want
everybody
to
wants to
say,
have sex.
I want
That's
to say
easy.
to Mike
Yeah.
real quick. I want to say to Mike, don't get me wrong. I agree with Tone too, because I'm like in my later years now. I'm like, yeah, back then it's gonna sound crazy, but like once I got over my first girlfriend, I was like, oh shit, I'm not a virgin no more. There's women out here that want to fuck, and now it's like I'm doing this as a sport. It had
Word.
nothing to do with it. It was a sport. It was like, and I didn't get nothing from it. Like at that time, like from sex, like even when I came, I was like, oh, this shit mid, this shit regular. Like it wasn't until I met, because I always heard niggas talk about like that girl that got that wet, that woo woo woo. And I'm like, that shit don't exist. All that shit regular. When women be like, oh, I make niggas nut early, and niggas be like, oh yeah, it's because she had that good guy. I'm like, no, that nigga just can't last. I met somebody. I was like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, now I get it. You feel what I'm saying? But all the women before that, I didn't give a fuck about. I was like, okay, I got a girl in this city. I got a girl in that city. I got a girl in that city. So when my needs need to be met, I got somebody to hit. You feel what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with no connection at all. When those motherfuckers fell off, I had a replacement. I gave no fuck. So am I the only person who had that moment in their life where they was moving like that?
Probably not.
No, that's what I know. I specifically, that's how it went for me, because I didn't even start fucking until I was 18. So I was chilling.
17.
So it was like, so after I was 18, and then like you, same shit you said. After I dealt with that first girlfriend, I got that shit out of my system. Got that heartbreak out of my system. It was like Jackrabbit. Like it was. Like it was. It was going down. So there was like, I think personally, I didn't even allow space for a soul tie. Like there was no chance no soul tie was happening. Like you might have said halfway through the word, like soul. By the time you said tie, my pants was on.
Okay.
I'm gone.
All right. Okay. Did everybody get to answer this one? Because I feel like this next question is going to probably be the last question, because I know y'all about to get into it with this one. Okay. Everybody got to answer that one? All right. Y'all ready? Do you believe, ladies, brace yourselves for this one, okay? And wait, let me just say this. Also, let me preface this by what I'm saying. I do know that my response, what I just said right now, does not mean that I'm going to judge you either way that you answer, because I do believe that we all have a thing that works for us, and it doesn't. No, it's not one. None of these answers are one size fits all. So there's no judgment in any answer that you give. Okay. Do you believe that it's in a man's nature to have sex with multiple women, or can a man be with just one woman and not have cravings for other women? Like, do you believe that monogamy is natural for men?
I'll go first. I know I've been going last because I've been long-winded. I know that's been intentional, but I'll say it real quick. I'm gonna say for me, contrary to everything I just said when I had my phase, I've always fantasized about being with one woman. I've always had that Disney impression of, love and being with one person. And when I'm with the person, to Tone's point, like, yeah, you can fuck multiple women and not feel nothing. But when you do feel something, when you with that one person, I literally have tunnel vision, bro. I have tunnel vision. I don't give a fuck about no other woman that's around. And don't get me wrong, you can find anybody attractive. Attractive and actually wanting somebody is two different things. You feel what I'm saying? I can find food attractive and be like, I don't want that. You feel what I'm saying? So like, I do think that monogamy is possible. I don't think I think it's in everybody's nature to want more than one source. Just like, when it comes to anything like a food balance, you need vegetables, you need this, you need that. You know what I mean? So like, if we're talking about different aspects of a relationship where it's like, oh, this person may not be my emotional person. They're this when it comes to this, but I have a friend for this, or I have a family member for that. It's sometimes hard to put everything into one person and give them that burden of, oh, you're all of these things to meet all my requirements. And the moment that they fail you in some type of way, you are distant. That's hard on your partner because you're putting them an expectation and pedestal that's hard for them to meet. You feel what I'm saying? But if you can have the patience and understanding to know that your partner is human and that they're going to go through human reactions, are going to go through human change, and you're going to love them for who they are eternally versus like who they are externally, then yeah, for sure. I feel like even just with making love, like when you make love with the person that you are with, it's nothing like it. It's nothing better, bro. Like it's nothing better than to have that intimacy with that person that you're really with versus just having sex with a girl just because you could.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Practice.
I don't believe in monogamy.
Okay.
Not at all. I don't believe one person can satisfy every aspect. Personally, I am polyamorous, so I don't believe that the woman is strictly mine. I feel like she may have needs, wants, or desires that don't got shit to do with me. It doesn't make sense that it's billions of people on this earth, and we're supposed to just pick one and do whatever we're doing for the rest of our lives with one. Even in the Bible, they talk about how they have multiple wives and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. What they call it, the rule of numbers and whatnot. It's like it's monogamy doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. It's so limiting in a limitless world, in a limitless existence. Like, a baby is born and that baby became president. Limitless. A different baby was born and became an astronaut. A different baby was born and they became a crackhead. Like, there's so many options, so many things that can happen, so many things along the way, so many ways you can feel, so many, like, monogamy is like, I don't know. I feel like it's a stranglehold on people's mind. It's a stranglehold on people wanting to be the most important person to somebody, even though it's billions of people on this planet. You just want to be the most important person. Why can't you just be an important person? Why does everything have to be a superlative? They always say there's someone better than you at something. There's no such thing as the best. It's always somebody better, and we never find that true pinnacle. And the way the mind works, like if one thing was good, like the one thing they probably made perfect was the light bulb, and because the light bulb was so perfect, they then got rid of that design and made it so we had to keep buying light bulbs. And I don't know, it just don't make sense that one for the rest of your life. And I do plan to get married, and I plan to have a polyamorous relationship while married, and we're going to discuss whatever we got to discuss. We're going to get through whatever we got to get through, but that person I get married with is going to understand where I'm at, where I'm coming from, and where we heading to.
Okay. Tone, you want to
go? Sure. That's what she said. For me, it's tricky because I feel like as men, we have a natural desire to just be physically attractive all across the board. But through life and shit, through being married, through being single, all of the things, I know for me personally, I prefer monogamy.
Okay.
Like I like having one person to focus on and giving that energy to and building together with them. Me being single again, I relearned that I'm a husband. Like that's who I am as a person. Like I have a hard time being a boyfriend. That's been my hard part of dating. I start dating people and I'm like, I'm in the fucking husband mode like that. And I'm just like, whoa, this person don't deserve that. We ain't even get that far yet.
Right.
It can be confusing to the person too. And they be sitting there thinking, I'm sorry, this is the only way I know how to be now. I was a husband for a really long time. So I'm just like, now I'm trying to figure out how to turn the fucking switch off. But me personally, I like locking in with the one person. Even like Khan said, I think what allowed me to get to that is because I had my fun when I was younger. because I had no regrets from my younger years too. I was like, there was nothing. I didn't feel like I was out there missing no ass. Like I was just like, I felt like I had my fun. I've experienced different kinds of women, different nationalities, all across the board. And I'm just like, I felt comfortable to just be like, okay, as long as I can find somebody who has somewhat of a similar perspective on life, somebody who has similar goals, somebody who wants the same things that we have, somebody I could laugh with, somebody I could converse with and have these conversations with, and we could sit there, and if she never seen Martin before, I don't know if we could be together. But this is like this shit that like there's certain shit that we need to work on. But if as long as I'm feeling that oomph with you, I don't feel a need to really sit there and fuck with nobody else. I could sit there and watch somebody walk by and be like, okay, yeah, she fine, and keep going along about my day. I don't feel the urge to be like, all right, let me go see if I can see where this goes. Like I don't think that's just not nothing for me no more. When I was younger, yeah, but now I'm just like, nah, that was cool, but I just want to build with like one person. Like that's the ultimate goal for me. I see that inviting grandkids and grandkids having their grandkids come into our house and we throwing a big ass cookout in the backyard type shit. Like that's the kind of shit that I see like in the future. Well, that's what I want. That's what I'm hoping for.
Mm-hmm. Shane.
Well, speaking for myself, I prefer only one because of my mindset and everything. So, I'm into it for growth. I'm into it to learn each other for the long haul and stuff like that. So when it's just me and that one person right there, that I can limit my focus onto that person right there. I'm not trying to broaden my aspect on this person emotion, that person emotion, trying to remember this and that about you, that person, stuff like that. So yeah, that one person knowing what the mindset is, we both grow together, we both, have future plans. Even if our plans are not the same, we meet somewhere down the middle. I go up doing mine, you do yours, and we meet somewhere in the middle to keep that level ground. When you got multiple people, you unfocused and you can't get to your true goal that you got in mind. So that's me speaking for myself. That's what I prefer. That only that one.
Okay. Mike.
I think that just in hold on. Okay. I'm just reading a message.
Okay.
So I think initially, I think everybody really has choices. Like as far as men make the choices that they want to be, how they choose to live that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. It's almost like you choose, like you said, you choose how you like what Practice was saying. That's an actual thing. So like the reality of it is that, they try to, a lot of people preach just one and one, like, hey, woman, man, this is how it goes. But people have choices in life how they want to do it.
Definitely
It's just that you can't see it because a lot of times you're raised to believe this particular thing. But when you realize that if you can fuck a whole bunch of people now, why can't you do the same thing in a relationship? Now I get the commitment behind it. If y'all committed, that's y'all choice on how y'all want to move it. But ain't nothing changed necessarily. You still being a hornball. Y'all still being a hornball. You're just now y'all choose to stick with each other if that's what you choose. I don't choose poly life or nothing like that. But I understand why people do. Understand because they're like, I could love more than one person. I could be with more than one person and still be with one person, with this person. And they can do the same thing. Some people just choose to be partners for the rest of their life.
Mm-hmm.
They do their thing, but they still enjoy their life. A lot of people think about, it's the control almost. Like, you don't want somebody pleasing your partner a certain way or whatever the case is. That's really what that comes into play. But like when a motherfucker out here cheating and doing their thing, what's the thing? What they don't want their lady to do or their man to do? Go out and do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, to not understand people that live their life is like, if you pay a little bit more attention, you always had choices how you wanted to do it. You just choose each other if that's what you choose. If you choose to be with one person, that is what you choose. You choose that it's just y'all two. Is there ever going to stop attraction? You might not pay nobody no attention. You might not even say a word out your mouth. You might look right past them. But that slight moment catches your eye.
Mm-hmm.
if motherfuckers can look me in my if somebody was to lie to me and tell, because that's what I'm gonna call it. If you lie to me and tell me, no, you my only eyes, but then Morris Chestnut come across the fucking screen. Like, oh, you
Right.
fine as shit. That's a nigga you liked. Like, I'm sorry.
Like, I love you, but I'm not blind.
Exactly. You know what you like. You know exactly what you like, and that's just how I look at it. Like, you know, you people know that their attraction means everything. I'm a testimony to this situation. Attraction is going to literally beat out a lot of other things. If you're attracted to somebody, you're attracted to them. I'm gonna share something with y'all real quick. Oh, go ahead, Shane. I was gonna share something real quick, and then I'll finish it off.
I want to ask the guys on the phone. Do it always seem like whenever you settle down with one person, everybody else around start feeling attracted to you? Like when you off the market, they want you even more. You know, they ain't paying you no attention until you off the market.
That's how it always goes.
That's how it happens. They be like, "Oh, you ugly right now." You get a girl. Oh man, you look fine. Why you look so fine? It's intuition. I think a lot of that should be intuition.
I ain't never realized how beautiful you were.
Can I keep it a band? Can I keep it a band? I feel like the same way that women villainize how men may have their eyes open to other, you know, women that are attractive. I noticed, to his point, Shane's, y'all, a lot of y'all need to look into yourselves while y'all be attracted to taking niggas. Because I feel like it ain't really got nothing to do with the nigga. I feel like it's the fact of you see how another girl is being treated, and you are either comparing that to yourself, or you just want that same type of treatment, but it's not because it's you. You feel what I'm saying? You just want what somebody else has, or you want what it looks like to the public. You feel what I'm saying? Because I've had that multiple times, bro. And I'd be like, I've been friends with you for years. You ain't never tried me. Like, what we do?
But Con, you know how much that shit is a mental illness? So you thought you think because you see that if I decide to cheat with you, you don't think I'm gonna do the same thing to your ass?
Exactly. It don't make sense.
To go cheat with you?
Hey, you just said the contradicting thing about the whole thing. I don't mess with cheaters, but you trying to help me cheat on her because you got to steal it from me. So you contradicting yourself. You don't mess with cheaters, but I'm with her, and you want me to slide out of here to come deal with you sometime, but you don't like cheating.
Crazy.
That's contradiction.
It happens.
I'm gonna keep it a band.
I
Also,
faced so many challenges until the day I got married. Never. And I just felt all the
y'all
time.
know
Bro.
how? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were saying something.
No, you
Go
good,
ahead,
bro.
No, I was just
That
gonna
was
say,
the-
y'all know how niggas like
not
how
monogamous.
niggas always say that men play the long game in friendship just to get with a girl. Women do the same shit, and I did not know that, bro. I did not know that. I did not know women be like, oh yeah, this is my brother, this is my, and then like they be like, look, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I was just waiting for you to like, and I'm like, what?
I look, I say this,
That's
right?
crazy.
Anything that somebody does, chances are somebody else do the same thing too. So I don't even, once that happens, I don't even think like it's impossible on the other side. I'm like, oh no, it's very much possible on every side. One of the biggest thing I was reading the comments, like monogamy is a problem because I don't know if people are truly monogamous. You always gonna have thoughts. If somebody else has if you have an attraction towards somebody else, you kind of, it's not about somebody else, and not just you and this one person. Like you can still have attraction towards other people. Now you choose that y'all two are going to be together, sure, but a lot of people think differently. If you're a cheater, you're not monogamous because you want to be with other people.
So
you just don't want the other person to be with
process,
somebody.
If your feelings or thought process is, hey, I find this person attractive, then you're not monogamous?
No. What I'm saying is that the thought process is, but okay, so usually when people have thoughts, it creates fantasies, right? When you create fantasies, it creates, situations where you can picture yourself with that person, right? And desires that come out a certain way. Then you have situations where people are cheaters. I'm really talking about what she was saying as far as like meant with this comment right here, like they sorting them out, right? That's an attraction. This is an attraction-based comment right here. All of this is about nigga going after the women, reaching out to the women that are in relationships, or if he's in a relationship, he's trying to talk to her and her friends. That motherfucker is not monogamous. He just selfish. There's a difference. Motherfuckers are not monogamous. They just don't want their lady to be doing the same thing that they're doing. That's control. They don't want that. They want this. You can't say, oh, I'm a monogamous, but I can be out here cheating and sleeping with other women, but she can't do the same thing.
But what if you're not that
It's even worse than control. It's manipulation.
Yeah,
It's not control. It's more so manipulation. The cheaters are manipulators. That's, we gotta call a spade a spade. That's what you're doing. You playing the mind game with somebody, and you're trying to make them do what you want them to do, and not give them the option to really make their own choice. So cheaters are manipulators, and I pray that all of you out there realize when someone is trying to manipulate you, you get out of there. You don't stay. You go find your person if you're monogamous, or your tribe if you're poly. Well, whatever the case may be, but don't let people manipulate you into their way of thinking or that little box. It's real important. It happens so often. Male, female, don't matter. People tell you a piece of the truth. They won't tell you everything. They won't put everything on a broad scale for you to make an educated decision. They're gonna give you enough information to make the decision they want you to make, and that's not cool. That's not cool.
Yeah.
So, for a question for everybody, do y'all believe in emotional cheating?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fucking real. My daughter's mom did that shit to me. That's one of the worst. I would sometimes, and I cheating is cheating. I've said this on the podcast before. I'd rather be physically cheated on than emotionally.
What's an example?
Dude, I feel
An
like
example?
emotionally cheated on.
The long game is the example of fucking emotional cheating. I can sit there. That's diabolical work. That means you've established a connection with that person for a period of time where they have caught your heart a certain way. That is like watching that's like giving somebody poison and watching them slowly die. That's what that is. That's what that's like to me. It's like, damn, I'm getting sicker and sicker. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? And you just shutting the fuck down, not even realizing it. That's what emotional cheating does to you. A motherfucker is lying to you and manipulating you.
Word.
And they maintain that lie. That literally, like, let's say you in a situation where it's like, what am I trying to say? You're in a situation where, you asking them about, where was you at last night, whatever, and they're lying because they're establishing a connection with somebody else.
Like, I feel like emotional cheating even creates a whole nother fucking entity in our whole relationship too. Like, emotional cheating now, because now you done sat there and you done created a whole damn emotional bond with a whole dude outside of us. Like, now you got somebody who might potentially want to sit there and be in this whole fucking thing. So now you got somebody that might be ready to off my ass if you sit there and give them the goddamn go sign. Like, it's some dudes out here that are just waiting and clamoring for that one fucking opportunity. Like them work husbands. They be sitting there and doing that bullshit with you all the time. The same one that something happened and you go and confide in them and tell them how you was feeling about what I said to you, what I did to you on Tuesday.
His favorite day is Tuesday. Tuesday. Going up on a Tuesday.
Because Mondays are stressful. We gotta deal with that. So then Tuesday you get back to real life. You know that?
That makes sense.
Yo, that's funny as shit.
Hey, man, somebody fucked up their tacos and
Word, fucked up my Taco Tuesday. Fucked it up, bro. But yeah, like I wouldn't. I'm in agreement with Mike though too. Like, if I'd rather you just been like, even though it's gonna hurt either way, man. That dude. It was just a pure physical attraction. Then this is a dude I see that I feel more comfortable going to him and bringing up this issue to him more than I feel comfortable bringing it up to me. Because that's when I'm starting to lose your ass already by that point. Like, if you rather go and talk to another dude and talk to me, or bring it up to him and then bring it up to me, because you got them. I've seen the situations. Women get a whole raise. They come in and talking to me before they go in and talk to their man. And me being the manipulator when I was in my younger days,
Manipulator.
Not
I'm
the manipulator.
manipulator. I was all the way on
fancy
that boat.
thought.
Like, hey, let's go out and have a drink and celebrate after work. Ooh.
Thanks, Serena. Appreciate that.
And I already know what was gonna happen. I was gonna grab your butt a little bit, kiss on your neck, and then you was gonna go home.
You was gonna go home and he dropped the mic.
You
Yo.
was gonna go home.
I know y'all. I know y'all all in agreement, but I guess I'll just be the outlier. Personally, me, I don't believe in emotional cheating. I don't believe in it because I feel like, just like how you just said, Mike, about, oh, okay, well, you know, you can find something attractive, but for a man who wants to be a monogamous, he chooses to be a monogamous. It's a choice. Just like with cheating, it's all about boundaries. You can talk to somebody, and I can have a preference to open up to somebody about something else and not feel the same way about you in other ways. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that my loyalty changes in who I want to be with. It doesn't change my intentions on you are the person I intend on being with every day. But I don't believe in emotional cheating, because then that means that all of my emotions only exist with you, and that's just not realistic. I'm going to have emotional connections with other people, but that doesn't mean they're going to be physical, or that doesn't mean that they're going to go further than that. Because I think I don't know if it was Mike or Tone, but it's like, okay, you have this connection with this person that you go to, and you're already gone if this is the person that you go to versus me. But that same person, that if y'all broke up, that doesn't mean that they see themselves in that capacity with that person that they go to when it comes to this certain thing. Some bonds are created through consistency. If I know that somebody is, consistent, or somebody that I can count on, or somebody that is reliable, that's all about reliability. And that's if somebody has years of time with somebody outside of you before y'all met, then of course they already have that sanctity of friendship or whatever, because it existed before you came on. So that's familiar, but that doesn't mean that it's intimate in a, oh, I want you in that fashion. That's how I think of it. Maybe it's just me. I think discipline is what separates cheating from, it being an actual thing or not.
Yes, but I think emotional cheating more so lies on, not saying that you can't have emotional connections with other people. Obviously you can. It is when it is when you no longer, the intimacy that lies within you and your partner, it no longer exists within you and your partner. You're transferring that intimacy with somebody else. that like you now have, you don't have. That's where the emotional part comes from. It's like that intimacy, you're no longer sharing that at all with your partner.
Yeah,
you're sharing that with someone else.
Right.
It's not like I can't have emotional connections to other people. It's I no longer have an emotional connection to my partner. Yep. I now have an emotional connection and dependency to someone else.
Yep.
It may not be physical, but it definitely exists in an emotional way, where now I don't go back to my like that. The things that I used to have with my partner, I don't have that with them. I'm now giving that part of me to someone else.
All right, so I will say this, and I'm gonna if you got
not now.
Right, Ozzy be tripping. So I'm gonna say this real quick, and if y'all want to reply, y'all can reply to it, because I know we went over our time, but we here now. So emotional cheating. This is just like I said, an example of what real life happened to me. You establish a connection with somebody to the point where I'm no longer a factor in that person's in the person that I'm with's life when it comes to a particular thing, right? So like anytime I try to talk to you, that's a disconnection. You disconnect from me. Oh, I'm not talking to you about that no more, because now I'm going to somebody else and talking to them about that. So you're establishing a relationship, a happiness, a love, a care for someone in a way that when something happens with me and you, that person has you at the snap of their finger. Right? So if anybody is approving of their lady being able to sit on the phone with a man all night long, I'm talking about hours on the phone with somebody, and you don't even know that that's happening, But and that's nothing. Like, oh, listen, how did you get your lady? You sat on the phone with her for hours. You emotionally connected with her. You spiritually connected with her, and then it became physical. The steps.
You connected with your words before you connected to the cheeks.
Before the clap. Before the clap.
Y'all connected by Bluetooth first.
Yeah,
Got it.
Bluetooth.
I'm gonna share
and
my
then we
opinion
die.
right quick. I believe a lot of people only look at monogamy as far as sex. That a lot of people, when they hear the word monogamy, they specifically think sex, and when they hear poly, they specifically think sex. Every time I explain to somebody what polyamory is, first thing like, oh, so you just fucking multiple people? Hey, how you doing?
Yep.
I get to know this person's name. I get to know the things they like. We go and do things together. We might fuck, but that is not. I didn't meet this person walking down the street like I'm gonna fuck them. It's like I'm making connections. So, like with Common was saying, he don't see emotional cheating. That's a poly thought. That is a poly thought. It's not that you can, like. I'm not trying to stop you from connecting with anyone, but a lot of people, when you compartmentalize it like that and whatnot, it's like either you're all in on this person or you're okay with certain aspects. And if you're okay with certain aspects, just take time to think about it. And you might be more poly than you actually think. It's like.
Not you, man. He just saying a thought. It's just a thought. Yeah.
I like it. This is why I like. This is why this is a good podcast, because that is opening up my mind. Like maybe I'm a monogamous person, but that concept
that poly thought
is a poly thought. Makes sense. Yeah, I like it. You opening up my mind, brother. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to spread the good word. It's like a lot of people. It's like physicality is their top priority. Like for me, once I got to the point where physicality was no longer the top priority, it's no longer about conquest and doing as much as I can with however many I can and whatnot. Like once that became the full mindset, I was then able to connect with people, have genuine friends of the opposite sex, and like be okay with my partner talking to whomever at whatever time for however long, because it's not about what we do or don't have. You just got comfort right here. Cool, be comfortable. Just don't lie to me. As long as you can keep it a buck with me, I'm good. Just don't lie to me.
Yep.
And that's what relationships come down to. Because if your best friend lies to you, they ain't your best friend no more. You know, if your homie down the street set you up, they ain't your homie no more. So, you know, trust can only be broken by someone close to you. And you get it all together, you get all your trust together, and once somebody violates, you normally cut them off. But you don't only just trust one person the rest of your life. You trust your mom, you trust your dad, your siblings. Sometimes you don't, you know, every family different. But then you trust your homie down the street, you trust the person who bought you lunch that one time in school because you ain't had the money or whatever. For whatever reason, you trust that person. It worked. And then like, so why is it only limited to when physicality is involved? Like, you got more than one gym buddy. Like, come on.
I feel that, but the reason why I guess the disconnect for me is that just like how I think somebody said in the comments that no matter unconsciously or not, soul ties happen, right? Even if you choose not to make these things happen, right? But my thing is, you have to either be closed off to something, and then even if you're closed off or open to something, emotions or even spirits are fleeting. Like these things come and go. You feel what I'm saying? I can read off a spirit. My emotions can change every day. So I might be cool and have this experience and had a conversation with somebody one day, and then the next day, you feel me? We that was just a moment. We just had a moment where I appreciate that I got to connect with you, but that doesn't mean that I'm committed to you. And I feel like a physical is me going, hey, I'm sharing this with you because I have these intentions in this way. But if I'm only having conversation, you clearly know the boundary is you don't have this connection to me. It's only conversation, and I can't you can't take anything from me by just giving conversation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, again, like I said, I feel like cheating is discipline and boundaries. And to the comments point, and now I get it, now I understand what y'all saying, is that relationships and cheating is all about what the rules are that you guys have established. And once those rules are broken, then you have said yet cheating. You feel what I'm saying? But to that point, I'm saying if I'm a person who have already had this connection outside of you before I met you, then you cannot call it emotional cheating if this is somebody I've always been cool with and I've known for X amount of time. And now because you feel jealous or insecure that we have a bond that you don't, then I'm emotional cheating. No, that means that we just have a different bond that me and you have. And maybe we need to establish a different connection or a different bond that looks different from the relationship that I have with my friend or whoever. So I hear what y'all saying, but you know what I mean? I'm learning. I'm learning through the conversation.
Yeah. So I think it's situational. I definitely think it's situational.
Go ahead.
What you just said on that makes me call back to the vetting question, and that's the importance of vetting somebody and get like, because if they got a problem with said friendship, and you know that you locked in and that's your friend and or whatever, you know, you gotta let them for that to know, like, no, I'm not dealing with this. Otherwise, you're gonna be slamming your head against the wall all the time. That's the way I see it. So you know, just a callback to that vetting question from earlier and how you vetting this. It shouldn't get to that. Y'all should establish what's okay long before. Oh, I'm uncomfortable with this person. This person been. I done cried on this shoulder about 3 different people, so they're not going nowhere.
Right.
I have a quick question before we wrap up. Sorry, Mike, I just have a question for the ladies. I've heard from women that if a man doesn't know how to have a healthy relationship with a woman without it being sexual, then that's a red flag. So why is it a threat the moment that a man does have that relationship or example? Like, you know what I mean? Doomed if you do, doomed if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it a good thing, a green flag, if a man has a healthy relationship with women without it being sexual?
I think it is.
think the
emotional. I can't.
I'm sorry, Basic.
I'm just gonna say I can't answer because I do think it's I don't find it a threat when a man can have a relationship with a woman that's not sexual.
Yeah, I think the loss in translation is it's not having a relationship with somebody of the opposite sex. It's preferring to communicate with them about something over the person that you're with. Like if you're going through something and you rather talk to them than your partner, then that's when shit gets shaky. So I don't have a problem with you I don't have a problem with you have a conversation with the person. But if when you going through something and you run to them before they run to you, then that might be something you want to check in your relationship too.
So can you emotionally cheat with a man? If I talk to the boys before I talk to you,
I was waiting for somebody to pull that up. Good shit, brother. I was listen. Good shit.
Or is it a gender thing?
I was waiting. It's a gender thing. I just didn't want to say no. I would let y'all talk.
It's still cheating. It's still cheating.
I'm cheating with the niggas.
You're cheating with the bros.
Look,
I'm cheating with the boys. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So many people tie it to
just women and men. Yeah, exactly.
And it's not about the sexuality. It's about that vulnerability. Like when we was talking about vulnerability, that's when it you know, like if you can't be vulnerable with your partner, that might not be your partner. So it's like with all of those levels, when you peel all those layers back, you should there should be a pillow talk with your partner at night, whoever your partner is. Once it starts going outside of that pillow talk and spilling over, doesn't matter who you talking to. It's not their business. They can't even help you. Sometimes they can't even give you advice. Sometimes they praying for your downfall. And it be your same gender friends as well that could pray for that same downfall because they want you out at the club. They want you at the basketball court. They want you at the gym. Stuff that they, you know, like whatever their agenda is. So it's like, just because it's not something you can physically act on doesn't mean it's not the same category.
I'm gonna say this real quick, and I want Shane to go ahead and finish out the podcast for us. You want to go, Shane? I'll finish it out. You've been chilling.
Oh, I really had a question though. I was going to ask this question: is it emotional cheating if you benefit from it? Like they go out there, they communicate, they have the fun, but they come bring back all this. Like if they had a fantasy with this person, but they didn't interact on it. They brought it back to you. That whole fantasy, that whole broad spectrum. Is it
Can
emotional
I?
cheating or?
So
I see what
real
you're
quick,
saying.
I want to be able to answer this real quick because I think that I've looked up these different levels of cheating because when you use the word cheating, we have to pay attention to that word cheating. We're not looking at the emotional part. The emotional can be with anybody. I can be emotional and be like, talk to Tom, bro. Like, listen, I could talk to Con. I can call Con right now. I could call Practice. I can call you Shane. I can call you Tom and be emotional. Emotional cheating is when you establish a certain connection with a person that is literally capturing your heart a certain way, that you only go to that person for the thing that you should be going to your partner about. What I mean is, you never give your partner that time to be able to help you with anything. You're going to this person that is an outside person from your relationship that is playing on your heartstrings and not just the bad things, the good things. Oh, maybe, baby girl, you looking good. You looking fine, man. I'm telling you, like, just throw that thing on. I would love to see you in that. And she's engaging with it, or he's engaging with what's being said. And they're bringing that in and they're loving on what's being said to them. So the compliments go back to that person too. You know what? I really like you. I really thank you for being able to do this for me. All this other stuff. I like when you make me feel good. Even though they're not physically touching them, the compliments is coming from the person that is not who you're with, the person that you chose the commitment with. You know what I mean? We're just talking strictly on if you chose the commitment with this one person and you, let's say y'all go and read, if y'all read them texts right now and that shit say, you know what? I like when you talk to me like this. You make me feel good. You make me feel like I want you right now. That's emotional cheating because they never physically touched them. It's just the act of what they're talking about. All that stuff is that's more than emotional cheating, Mike. That's warming up the oven. Yes, yeah, pretty much. But that is the emotional cheating factor because now when they get off the phone with that person, they ain't thinking about you. They ain't thinking about you at all. They thinking about that motherfucker that was talking to them. They have their strings. They have the heartstrings. I can play this violin on this person right now. That's why, like, I might say some wild shit in the show. I'll be dead serious. I am not stupid. I'm not dumb. I play around and I have fun. I love content and I love certain things. There's stuff that I said to y'all about a lot of things that I metaphorically talk. Like when I used the Goku comment, I was being funny as fuck. But at the end of the day, it could be wild. It could be wild. Hold on, it could be wild, but it made sense because it was about enhancing a person looking more than what they were. You know what I mean? You're natural, but you're taking other things and just naturally just upgrading yourself for now. But I meant that in a way of that. But even the same thing with this, emotional cheating is when that person is establishing connection and they have the heart. They emotionally have this person like this. That's the difference, comment. If anything, that would be a good definition to describe about it. Like what you were saying, hell yeah, I agree. Like, yo, I'm talking to my fucking homie. This is somebody I know before you. I've had people get jealous of my friend Brandy. I have people get jealous of friends that I got on here. The moment they see that it either is a pretty girl or is even a woman overall, for me, it's a problem. Because it's like, well, what are y'all friends or y'all friends? Like, and I gotta answer this question. And that's the shit that's annoying. Because why do I have to answer that? Like my sis, I'll tell her, even though she might be my blood, I've been knowing this woman since she was 13, 14 years old. She's 30 something now. When we're around each other and you see, and that's my sis right there, but that's not my blood. The moment I tell you it's not my blood, oh, so y'all, what type of sis is she for real? And it's like, I got to answer these questions. Understood, though. I don't have an issue with it. It is understood. Why did it? People got to be on their P's and Q's. I'm not one of the people that's going to get mad, but I will be like, damn, man, I got to explain this shit. But the moment I explain it, and once we get past this point, if that shit comes back and now it's a problem, me and you got a problem. This person going to be here forever. Mm-hmm. They ain't do nothing. Like you said, like they said in the comments, if they disrespecting a relationship or whatever the case is, sometimes they probably will. You probably have an instance where I'm stressed the fuck out and they're being my friend because that's what they always been to me.
Oh,
they're going to talk to me rather if it's my lady or they're going to talk to me rather it's Tone, Legendary Shane, whatever, and they know them. They're like, man, you know he a fucking dickhead or he this or he that. They're going to do that.
Wait, so I can ask a question on that, Mike? So wait, because now my mind is blown. My mind is open. I'm hearing I'm getting it now. because I don't, you know what I mean? I'm more physical than I am emotional of how I deal with problems. That's why I fight more than I talk. However, so that means if I got a nigga like a partner, my ace, this is my boom cool, know him for whatever, you feel me? If I'm hanging out with my girl more than my partner and I don't fuck with him no more or the same level or we don't talk as often, can he feel like I'm emotional cheating on with my girl? Is that a thing?
Y'all grown
See,
apart.
I
Y'all
don't.
grown
Here's the
apart.
thing.
Y'all grew apart.
Your
And
homie ain't
then
never
we
say
used
you
to talk,
acting funny.
bro. We used to be close, and now you only with your girl. Is that emotional cheating?
No, but see, but I think the difference is that's the natural.
I said
That's
my
the
bite is
natural
low.
process. That's the natural process of life, though. Like you're supposed to be building towards having that partner, that one person to lock in with for all the shit.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. You got your homies for your homie shit. But I think, like you said before, the problem is running to this person before the other person. Ain't nobody saying not to talk to the other homie, but if you
Facts.
decided to stop talking to the homie all these years because you had a girl, then that's on you. But ain't nothing wrong with telling your girl and then telling your homie. Like you got like you can talk to more than one person. You can express yourself to multiple people. Like it's okay. It's okay.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fucking fact.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, how everybody feeling right now? Y'all, anybody got any more things to say?
I feel like this
I
is a
said
good
because this shit could
conversation.
go for 4 hours.
Yeah,
It
that was
really
mind
could.
blowing, bro. I learned
It
something
really
today,
could.
y'all. I
Yeah.
learned something today. That was nice.
We are literally. I don't think we've ever gone this long over. Like, and it's fine. I don't care. Like,
Y'all have.
got all the
I'm
space
a
in the
fan of
world.
the show. Yes, y'all have.
Ladies, you're welcome. You're welcome, ladies. You're
You're
welcome.
welcome, ladies. Yeah. See, listen, if y'all get some yams,
You're welcome, ladies.
think about me when you hit that nut. But
Yo,
so
slide. Hey, lady. Hey, ladies.
the
Slide.
ladies, if y'all getting
Hey,
something,
hold
think
on.
about me when you busting the
I didn't
out
know
you.
who you was talking
Hey.
to.
I'm talking the ladies.
Hey,
Yeah.
ladies, slide in those DMs and don't worry, I will never be thinking about Mike.
Ladies, listen, y'all need that nut. Just think about Mike. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Think about it. You the last nigga I'm thinking about. Fuck out of here. This is a great conversation. Hell yeah. Congrats, Kai. And without you been at Seneca over there just taking it all in. Like, I don't even want to comment. I'm just done. And don't worry about what I said. But anyway. Rachel, see the best, y'all. This your lady right here?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up? You got a long fight coming up with me soon.
Hey, the way these
I'll be talking that
conversations
gangster
kind of
shit.
blend into each other, though. I like how these conversations.
Yeah, they love it. Yeah, it's definitely, the people who's here, and there's like a lot of y'all, posted y'all pages up there. I really thank y'all. Listen, comment, make sure that y'all follow him on all his shit. I know he could do it himself. I'm gonna let him do it himself, but I'm gonna throw it out there because this is my guy, and we've been rocking with each other even past anything. Like he's been around, he's been rocking with me even. This has been like 4 years now, so I appreciate him so much when I was on other podcasts and doing stuff. So, came his way over here. So, I'm giving you that space, brother. Go ahead and talk about it. What you doing? What you got going on?
Shout out to We Got Questions, man. This is a great podcast. I've come on here many times, many moons. I've sat up, real shit. I've literally cried watching this podcast before on my own time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate the conversations. I appreciate y'all vulnerability. To the rest of the cast, thank y'all for y'all personal experience. I know for Black men, it's not easy at all to open up, especially on a public platform. You feel what I'm saying? Happy Black History Month, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know what I'm saying? If y'all do want to tune in, if y'all nerdy at all, if you like anime, Marvel, DC, check out Tapping No Capping, where if you're nerdy, you see it. What's your opinion? That's my podcast. Mike is doing a debate on my platform. I'm doing it with blur.com. That's Black Nerd. And yeah, they're doing a debate, and he's in the championships. We'll see if he take home the trophy. This is the trophy. So
that
yeah,
shit
man.
getting sent to my house.
Yeah, you can't see it because of the reflection. It's a little
Yeah, sent to my motherfucking house. I'm getting that motherfucking trophy.
If you take it, you take it. But that might be emotional cheating if I give you support because my lady watches. So.
I know you first. I'm playing. I'm playing. It won't be. Nah, I'm about to say, oh, Shane. What happened, Shane? Oh, it's showing froze. All right. I probably might hold up.
There we go.
Yeah, I was bold.
Hey, man, I seen. I thought you were still moving shit. But anyway, all right, comment. Good luck on that, brother. You know, make sure y'all watching him, supporting him, and everything he do. My guy, practice no needed. Go ahead and do your thing. He is live on Twitch right now. I'm gonna throw that plug out there. He's live on Twitch. Most of he get off of here. He gonna play a little something. You know, I'm gonna slide over there real quick, and I'll make sure I sit with him for a little while. He gonna play his shit. I'm trying to get him more Marvel Rivals. You know what I mean? I'm trying, comment. He said he can't do it.
Last night, nigga.
My man Tone will eventually get a PlayStation. Come on, Tone. Let's get it, Tone.
Come on.
He said no. Come on, Tone.
That's
ain't gonna be that bad.
Hey, I tried it.
That's that work, man. Don't be like that, Tone. Don't be like that. But nah, go ahead, go ahead, brother. Where they can follow you.
Oh yeah, you can follow me Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. Practice needed, all one word. Instagram, practice.
Why you Joe fucking up now? That's wow. That shit was like, nah, bro. Not for you. I think his phone died. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think his phone checked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Practice needed, guys.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow. I'm gonna pull him down for a second. Look, practice needed right here. Twitch. It's on all platform. Talking about practice, yeah. No, he's live on Twitch right now. If y'all can just get over there, it takes 2 seconds to follow anybody. Just go over there, hit the follow button. Even if you don't watch it, just give him that follow. Get his numbers up. Take a peek if y'all do watch people play games. I watch a motherfucker play Super Mario Maker all the time and be fucking rolling. I showed you him before, Tone. Like that, some motherfuckers I will watch and sit there and be like, he's stressing the fuck out, and I love everything about it. Like he's stressing. So yeah, y'all make sure that y'all go ahead and follow him right there on that. His stuff did log off. So practice needed live right now on Twitch. He's live. He got this podcast live on his Twitch. That's why I'm gonna support that. That shit is live right now. So I didn't get Shane and Tone. Tone don't really. I'm gonna be honest. I'll speak for Tone with this one. He don't really give a fuck you follow him or not. He cool with it. He don't fucking people like that.
I just like talking to people.
Right. He don't give a fuck if you follow him or not. But Tone, make sure y'all follow him. Tone, this is that on TikTok, right?
Nigga, I don't know.
Okay. Damn, see what I'm saying? He don't even know his shit. That's what's up. Like,
hey, if y'all trying to find me, reach out to Mike.
He do not know his TikTok. Let me go find his shit.
Find me, reach out to Mike.
Right? Hold on. Let me see what the fuck it is. Cause he got this wild ass Discord name. That shit wild as hell. What the fuck is that?
You can't tell nobody that one.
I ain't saying nothing. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. His name is Just Call Me Tone. That's his name on with 2 T's. Just Call Me Tone.
On what?
Oh yeah. So I mean, like, yeah. If anybody that streams and shit, I'll be glad to support. That's why I'm here. I support my brother through all his shit.
Thank you so much. I love that, man.
Basic, because this is a dope ass podcast.
I appreciate y'all.
This is the only place I'll ever sit in the comments for more than 5 minutes.
Hey, do Mike get at you like he get at me? Every time I come in, I give basically a compliment. He come at me.
I don't say nothing.
Man, go back and play all past 3 weeks. Go back and play them back at the beginning of the show.
You know, he be listen. You gotta love on basic, man. That's how it is. You gotta love on, but that's something like that. Oh, shit, I put Twitch. My bad. If y'all follow him on Twitch, that's a bad motherfucker.
What about following him on YouTube? What?
He on time. I'm about to put it right there.
I ain't on TikTok. The motherfucking thing but TikTok. That's all. Okay. I'm barely on that motherfucker unless I'm talking to Mike.
Yeah, the crew. Yeah, that's about it. Crew.
About 6 other people. But I do be on there doing some ratchet shit sometimes with my ratchet friends.
So,
y'all might catch me in some ratchet circles. Don't judge me.
And y'all gonna find some of his classic videos where he's smoldering motherfuckers and shit.
Mike always say somebody smoldering.
This nigga light-skinned as shit, boy.
Told, do you not be smoldering? He be smoldering to that motherfucker.
Oh my, this nigga. Yo.
All right, well, I'm gonna finish it off with my guy, Legendary Shane. I do know that your name on TikTok is Legendary Shane, right? All one word.
I'm following.
No numbers.
It's at one legendary thing. It's
Okay.
on all social media. At one legendary thing.
Okay. I'm gonna put it just like that. All social media.
Social medias.
You gotta give me a timely manner to respond to you. I'll be at work all the time.
Hey man, this was fun.
Yeah, right there, right there. Shane getting into the game, and I caught Shane on there playing Call of Duty. I was like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. And then you thought, listen,
I've been on Need for Speed lately though. You know they redropped Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
hey, I know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it.
I'm on PlayStation though. My bad.
Right. Look at this shit. This them damn scams. Jones be vicious. All right, Mike. We see you.
Hey, if y'all, anyone y'all play Call of Duty, y'all play Zombie or whatever, man.
My guy right next to you. Practice needed.
Yeah.
He played that Call of Duty.
I'm actually about to play that right now.
Look, I'll be on Marvel Rivals.
I'm about to play hardcore team. Well, if you want, I'm playing hardcore team deathmatch, but when I'm solo, I'll be on free for all, so I can talk shit to people.
Right.
I don't be listening to them, man. Them kids be so disrespectful, and I ain't trying to get my account taken from me.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Fuck them kids. Y'all follow Basic. Go ahead, Basic. Do your thing.
Oh,
do your heart, John.
I'm at just basically on. Oh, that's right. I forgot to do that. Is he gonna do it? Yeah. On all platforms, y'all can find me the same way. Put your hand down, Mike. It's not happening.
Yo, I cannot get her to scissor with me for shit, yo.
I did it for your birthday.
Did you? Ah, I need to go find that motherfucker.
Is crazy.
Hey, Mike. Hey, y'all just do the hard to each other.
Switch up real quick.
Hey, Mike, you said you're out here scissoring?
I was trying to scissor with Basic. She ain't want to scissor with
do
me.
the scissor thing with him. I'm not.
Look, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. This John right here. Yeah, no, I can't scissor with you, bro. That might be weird. That's what I'm trying to get her to do.
Weird is crazy, but it's not weird with me.
I mean,
you know why, Basic? Because you're my best friend. We like Robin Big, yo. Robin Big. But all right, yeah, make sure y'all follow me on all my platforms, all the other good shit. Mike can see that's me right there. We'll see y'all possibly next week. If not, if she want to take a break, I'm cool with it.
Oh, it is a bank holiday.
Well,
I forgot.
It is President's Day. We take off on all kid holidays.
Man, I can't wait for President's Day.
Listen, I'm off that day. Like, wake up like, we got. I'm going back to sleep. Like, that's me. But no, listen. Catch me soon on comments. Tapping no capping. I'm debating Godzilla. Y'all don't understand how tough it was to debate Godzilla versus motherfucking Omni-Man. I had to breathe when I was done. I actually like, oh shit, god damn! Like I had no clue how to beat this motherfucker, but I went detailed as fuck. I'm like, he can't do it because of this. Godzilla melt this motherfucker if he sit next to him long enough. And so, I
didn't know you was gonna make it this. I didn't know you was gonna make it this far.
I mean, sometimes we do that.
Also,
research,
just
man,
for y'all that's listening, we don't just do like the basic shit. Basic's been on the show. We do reviews. You know what I'm saying? I had special celebrity guests. I've had Adasa from Encanto. I've had Greg Baldwin, Uncle Iroh of Avatar. I've had Kyle Haybear, the voice of Gohan from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I mean,
I've had the voice of Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. The list. I've had comedians Keaton Baker from LA. I don't know if y'all know him. So I've had nice guests, nice conversations as well. So y'all just looking for like insights and celebrity insights and just good conversations on nerdy things or movies and shit like that. That's also, you can also come to Tapping No Cap.
Hey, look, listen.
Hey, Mike, in your Discord channel, Mike, drop those platforms information where we can follow them.
Oh, follow everybody?
Yeah, and the one that you got.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I'm in yours. I'm in your Discord.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking
about. I really
okay.
appreciate the conversation with y'all today, bro. I always do.
Of course.
But this one especially was fire. I'm not going to lie.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to lie.
I appreciate that, good brother. Listen, I appreciate it all. Listen, I'm gonna finish it off with this. Listen, y'all ladies do understand if y'all gotta enhance y'all looks and all that other stuff, I promise you, I'm gonna love you through it all. Enhance it. Do your thing. This nigga right here, sexy little motherfucker. You know what I mean?